I just wake up in the morning and I yell a lot, even though it's way too early. It's fun though. Wake up, wake up, wake up! Good morning. Thank you for waking up way too early with Garage Gym Life. You're up way too early, but that's all right. You need to shake your body, get up, get started, get moving because it is Black Friday and it is time for y'all to get up and get out and get those deals. But before you do that, we are going to ride with you all the way through to the 9 o'clock hour and help you pick out stuff that you can pick up on the internet without even leaving your house. Then if you want to get out there and throw some elbows a little bit, then, you can do that after the 9 o'clock hour. But in the meantime, we got a lot of cool stuff here on the show for you guys to check out today. First of all, if this is your first time here, welcome. I appreciate you checking us out, giving us a chance. And do me a favor, hit that like button and hit subscribe. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, and we cannot do it without you guys. As usual, I got to hear from you guys who are in the chat. I know my guy Carlos was first in the building. Then, of course, Big Jared was here. Eric Eccles. Hey, Eric, I think you got to sleep a little bit later today, so appreciate you being here. Been talking to Eric all week long. Appreciate you being here. We've got a pretty good show, in my opinion. You guys, I think you will not be disappointed. Let's see here. As I said, we're going to be giving you, so we're going to be talking Black Friday shopping today, giving you ideas for what you can pick up. And then I also have my guy Carlos. He's going to be coming on, but this time he's not going to be giving you fitness movie recommendations. Instead, he's going to be giving you fitness tech tips based upon stuff that he's been using. Then also on today's show, we've got Matthew Porter. He'll be coming in at the 8:05 a.m. Eastern Time hour. He's Matthew Porter from Porter Phys Ed. He's coming in. He said he's got an announcement. He's got some stuff to reveal to us, so I'm excited to hear about that. He's also going to be talking about his attachments, and I'm specifically interested in attachments he's got that make the Bells of Steel single stack cable tower more user friendly. Since I just picked one up, you guys may have already seen that review, but I'm interested in talking to Matthew as well. Let's see who's here in the chat. I saw Carlos. Carlos was first in the building. He's coming in hot. He started out, I'm not sure exactly what this dude was on, but he was ready to go. He said, is it still up way too early, or are you on time for those Black Friday shoppers? Watch while you shop. He said, hey, that's my, yeah, Carlos, I'm just going to pray for you. Like I said, my guy Jared Martin said, let's go. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did, man. I ate with zero, I mean, it was significant. Okay, I ate a significant amount of food products. So we go into the gym today. Now we did earn our food. So I think I was like at 12,000 steps by the time we got to Thanksgiving dinner. So I feel good about it. I got zero remorse. Let's see who else we got here. Let's say my guy Eric Eccles. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so like I said, if this is your first time here, you know what's up. Go ahead and grab a coffee, smash that like button as I said, and let's go ahead and dive right into the first segment, which is news and other things. And if I can get my mouse over to where it's supposed to be, I promise I will play. Yeah, we go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay, first news item is actually in the spirit of Thanksgiving. It's a thank you from me. I really appreciate all you guys who tuned in to our broadcast of the USPC Shack Showdown. We live streamed both day 1 and day 2. Day 1 was here on the Garage and Life YouTube channel, and then day 2 was actually on the USPC YouTube channel. And we more than tripled the number of live viewers that they got. I wrote it down. It says we more than tripled the number of live viewers that they got last year for the same event. And that is all because you guys tuned in, you shared the video. I saw some of you guys in the chat, you were talking to me. And so I really appreciate you guys not only giving the show a chance, but also being active in the chat so people knew you were there. So we've actually been asked to go back and do more events for the USPC in 2025. And that is a good thing, because being able to do stuff like that not only builds exposure for the channel, but it also provides some of the funding that we use to pay for some of the products that we get, that we do reviews on. So, and then it also goes into making this live show better. So it helps everybody out all around. All I ask you guys to do is just keep on watching. But for right now, thank you so much for checking it out. All right, now let's start talking about sales. So first thing is, Bells of Steel says that the Kraken pre-sale is live. So or they said it's released. So let's go ahead. I'm going to see here. I saw the video. Let's go ahead and do my first share screen. Bells of Steel. Bam. All right, so there we go. So they have unleashed the Kraken. Apparently they can't say release, so they got to say unleashed. Jared, I know that you saw it because it shows that you liked it. I'm looking at the thing. It says liked by Jared Freedom Gym. As you guys can see, the Kraken is a really good piece of gear. Lets you turn your, see, it's available for Manicore and Hydro racks. You can choose between a 4 or 6 post. They've also got, I think, a single stack option. So you can grab that, and if you guys want to do it, and you want to support the show again, what I want you to do is use our affiliate link. I'm gonna post that in the chat, and then if for you guys who are watching on replay, it'll be in the show description. But if you guys would just click our affiliate link, then you can go to Bells of Steel, and let's see here, throw that right there, boom. All right, so you click that affiliate link, go to Bells of Steel, and then you guys will be able to check out the Kraken like I am. And I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen now, because I'm actually on the Bells of Steel website on another screen. So right there, you guys see all of the options they have. So they've got a as I said, they've got the Kraken attachment for the 6-post Manicore rack. They've got the Kraken for 6-post Hydra racks. Then they've got it for 4-post Hydra and Manicore racks. And see, the cost is $769.99 if you're gonna go 6-post, $699.99 for for the 4-post. And then there's a new arrival where it's the Kraken weight stack shroud, and that's $149.99. So you got some options there, but people have been waiting for this thing for a long time, and Bells of Steel has been killing. They've been releasing quite a bit of stuff. Been bringing out a whole bunch of stuff. They had like the Smith machine attachment for your power rack is out. Just a ton of stuff's been getting released over the course of this past summer. So you guys make sure that you are checking them out. And let's see here, there's some, and like I said, they're also, as long as we're talking about that, they are also having a Black Friday sale, like many other brands are today. They're one of the brands that we're gonna mention. Let's see here. They have, let's see if we can't get to their site. Go here. Yeah, so we'll share that one instead. All right, so some of you guys had asked me a few weeks ago. I think Jay, I don't know if Jay's on here right now, but Jay 619 driver asked me about easy curl bars today, and I was like, just hold off. Well, today is the day that you will want to go grab stuff like that. If you want to go get the single stack cable tower, then today's the day to go get it, because this is the lowest that it's been since they brought it out. All right, they got some pretty big sales. So it's they got tons of stuff on sale. I think it's like up to 30% off on select items. So yeah, it's like the biggest deals of the year. You see K-Bon's happy smiling face. So you guys just go on there again. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, use our affiliate link. I know Carp also has an affiliate link, I believe, so you guys can use his. But don't just go on there. If you know a content creator, see if they've got an affiliate link. Use their link to go on there. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it does support us if you use our link to visit the site. And what I really like about what Bells of Steel does is, you click our affiliate link, it doesn't interfere with you guys being able to use the discount of the, whatever the discount is at the time. So You guys go ahead and check that out as well. All right, then let's pause for a second. I see, I see that. All right. So let's see here. Carp, what's up, my man? Let's see. We got more people jumping in the chat here. So let's see. Let's stop sharing real for a second here. Let's go ahead and catch up with everything that's going on. All right. So in the comment section, let's see what you guys have to say about what I've said already. Carp Jim says, "Home gym homies." What's up, man? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Eric. Jared says, "Same, hefty today. Fasted lifting this morning." Yeah, man. Well, obviously I couldn't lift because I'm hanging out with you guys. But when the show's over, we're gonna head to the gym. Haven't been in a public gym to actually. Well, I used a public. Well, it was a private gym, but it's commercial. Last week, so I haven't actually trained in a public gym in quite some time. So today's gonna be the day. Let's see what sort of weirdness they got going on since the last time I visited. Hey, we got somebody visiting from the UK who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving for some mysterious reason. He says happy Thanksgiving and then rage. I want that day, Black Friday. Hey, look, here's the thing, Matt. It's a package deal. The UK has to celebrate Thanksgiving in order to get Black Friday. You can't have one without the other. So I told you I'm willing to go before Parliament to state the case. I think you guys have a solid case for why you should have a Thanksgiving Day in the UK. All right, but you wanted to argue with me, so as a result, congratulations, you get no Black Friday. Ha ha. Said No Fate says my Quest appearance drops today. My Quest appearance? I'm not sure what that is. I don't. I know I've done stuff for you and for your channel. I'm a little, but now you're telling me something I did that I don't remember. So now I'm scrambling through my memory bank. Like, what did I do? Hopefully it wasn't good. Hopefully I didn't embarrass myself. All right. And Jonathan also says, "Good morning, team." Y'all know Jonathan, No Fate 24/7. He's checking in. It's not a party until he's checking in. Jared says, "For Bells of Steel, the new 3x3 all-in-one trainer looks legit. It's a definite upgrade from the current model. I think 3x3 anything instead of a 60 millimeter is just a solid deal. Now, you don't need to go 3x3. It doesn't have to be super robust. If you're not somebody who's like if you're a kid, some 16-year-old kid just started lifting, you probably don't need something that's super heavy duty. I know people who like build a power rack in the afternoon after school with their dad or whatever. Like Dennis Cornelius, he's a USAPL. Well, he's an IPF champion for a while. I don't know if he's still in IPF or not, but he was lifting. I think he still has the same rack that he and his dad built in his garage. So if you guys check out Dennis Cornelius, I think it's Dennis Cornelius 500 on Instagram. You guys will see him lifting on power rack. The dude is a sponsored athlete, and he's still lifting on a power rack that he and his dad built when he was in high school. Carp said Kayvon's been pumping out the YouTube videos as well. Yeah, Kayvon is relentless, man. He's always making content. Matthew Porter, what's up, man? I cannot wait to have you on here, dude. I'm excited to see what you got to reveal to us, so can't wait. No, Matt, you do not have Black Friday. You have Friday, and there's potentially black stuff and black people and black top highways. You don't have Black Friday. All right, I told you it's a package deal. Don't argue with me. So we don't pretend to be thankful for what we have the day before we buy all new stuff. I'm thankful for the ability to buy new stuff, Matt. Nice try, though. That was valiant effort. I respect the effort. Hey, that's okay. I told you. Do y'all, all right, put it in the chat if y'all want to hear my rationale for why England should celebrate Thanksgiving. And I'll tell you. It doesn't have to be on the same day as us. I'm just saying that you should celebrate Thanksgiving. It doesn't make sense to me that y'all don't celebrate it. And if y'all want to know my rationale, just put in the chat, yes, we want to hear it, and I will tell you. Okay? I don't give out my gems for free. Y'all got to tell me if you want it. Eric says, I didn't have any holiday cocktails for the sole reason I'd be able to wake up early with you guys. Man, dude, you're a legend. You are a legend. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that, man. You are appreciated. So I got one vote for why England should celebrate Thanksgiving. Okay. I mean, it's very simple. So the entire reason why the pilgrims were in America is because they were social dissidents. They were basically causing social unrest in England. So they had to leave because they kept on getting thrown into prison. So they had to leave and they went to Holland. And while in Holland, they were like, hey, our kids are turning into little Dutch kids. So let's go somewhere else so they can remember their culture. But from the perspective of England, the fact that these people who are causing civil unrest left is a reason to be thankful. And I'm just gonna ask y'all, aren't you thankful when somebody you don't like leaves? Seriously, aren't you thankful when you finally get rid of somebody you didn't like who was causing problems? They got rid of an entire people group that they couldn't get along with. I'd be thankful for that. All right. I don't know if I would call it Thanksgiving Day. I don't know. I Maybe we go down to the docks and celebrate the ships leaving. I don't know. Whatever. It sounds to me like it'd be a good thing, you know. But they refuse to do it. They refuse to do. I don't. They're kind of uncoachable in that way. They won't listen. We don't have convict removal day. I'm just saying, Matt. I mean, if that's what y'all want to call it, that's fine. Convict removal day. All I'm saying is, if you were in my house, just for example, and we couldn't get along, and you getting on my nerves, and you finally left, we're gonna throw a party because you gone. Okay? So and if you were annoying enough, we're gonna celebrate it every year. Yeah, man. Remember that time we got rid of him? He was over here, got on our nerves. Man, I was glad when he left. We're gonna commemorate it. So I'm just saying it makes completely reasonable to me. Complete sense. No, Carlos, we didn't we didn't say your name yet. We didn't say you just stand by. All right, you'll be coming on in 40 minutes. You got more than enough time to cause havoc. All right, you just relax, and just drink your energy drink or run your laps or whatever you're doing. We'll get to you in a little bit. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the sales. So the next sale item is giant lifting. All right. So I know that. Oh my God. Do you see how I'm trying to move on and he won't let it go? That's how you know it bothers him. He's like, yeah, but we can't ignore that you're gone. The USA is loud. We still can't ignore you. I mean, you can't ignore us because we left y'all. If you think about it now, I wasn't gonna go there, but we left y'all, and y'all came back and said, "No, baby, come back." In 1812, baby, come back. Like, nah, man, it's over. It's over. Go away. And then y'all had to call us again when you needed rescuing from the Germans. But that's a whole different story. Let's not talk about that. Let's not live in the past there, Matt. Let's not live in the past. Anyway, can I get back to what I was doing? I'm trying to run the show in a coherent and organized fashion, but you always get me on these tangents. You do the junk on purpose, Matt. I know you do. So anyway, as I was saying, giant lifting. Maybe give us one more chance, we can change. Yeah, that's what you say. We didn't believe you. All right. So giant lifting. I'm gonna get to this. Giant lifting is having a Black Friday sale. I know that some of you guys are big fans of them. I've actually not personally used any of their stuff, um, but they do. Just on the strength of Carp, I believe was the first person I heard say good things about giant lifting, and so just on the strength of that, because I trust his judgment, I watch his videos, I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. You should be too. Um, because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw them on here. I started checking out their stuff, and so they do have Black Friday deals. So here is the link to their page. And you can see like they've got uh their lowest prices of the month, their Black Friday sales. Now, I mean, this isn't as impressive right now because November is pretty much over, but they're like, we're running Black Friday sales throughout the month of November. The thing I don't uh the thing that makes me say you want to jump on it is because the sales are only valid while supplies last. So you want to keep. So basically, I've got the Black Friday page for giant lifting in the description for the video, and so if you guys, it's in the link is in the video description. So if you guys want to check it out, just go there and then bookmark that, and just you'll be able to see everything that they have available. And I would assume that they're gonna have stuff on Cyber Monday as well, even though that's December. So just keep an eye on. You want to bookmark that tab, and just keep on checking it out. All right. So just some of the highlights that they have is so they have up to 50% off select items. It's like up to 20% off of dumbbells, kettlebells, medicine balls, slam balls. The barbells, when I last looked, they were up to 33% off, which doesn't mean they're all 33% off. It says it's up to 33% off. Let me see what the barbells. So select. So right now the barbells are 10 to 20% off select bars. So see if it'll let me go there. Let's pick out some bars. Let's go to the 20 kilogram bars. Just check it out. All right, so the 20 kilogram hybrid bar, that's 10% off. The giant dead barbell, what a name, that's 20% off. The lone wolf power bar, so this is the final sale, that's 20% off as well. And then they got a basic bar that's like their beater bar, that's 20% off. So those are just some examples of what they've got available over there. Like I said, if you guys know about some specific things, also sales that I don't mention, feel free to put them in the chat, and we'll talk about them. I'm happy to go over there. So okay, Carp has some good info right there. He said most of the giant lifting stuff is solid. It says very similar to Rep, and you can and the discount codes stack on top of the sales. So let's go with Carp. So if you use code Carp, go to Giant Lifting, and then use promo code CARP at checkout, then you'll get first of all, Carp will get credit, so it'll help him out, and it'll support his channel. But then also you guys will get a discount, as I don't have an affiliate code there, so you can get one from Carp. Get the code CARP at checkout at Giant Lifting, and it will stack on top of the sales that I just mentioned. So that's good info. I appreciate it, Carp. It's that code Carp or luck, right? And Eric said nothing has been on sale that has even remotely piqued my interest. Well, you know what? A lot of your that's an interesting thing, because I found that depending on where I am in my training cycle, my interest in like gym candy that just comes out may or may not peak, may or may not be peaked, right? Because if I'm like training for something specific and I've got like a specific set of movements that I have to do for, let's say, 3 months, then I don't have time to go experimenting with something new just because it came out and it looked interesting. You know what I mean? Instead, I'm staying on program, right? So yeah, there you go. Because I mean, if you think about it, you like grip training, but the amount of stuff you've been doing has kept you away from even grip training recently, Eric. So there's that. Let's see, get rid of that right there. And yeah, that's what I was saying, Carp. Is like you can stack the content creator code on top of the sale prices. So you could get the trap bar for $282 with a code. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like go there, it's already on sale. Use the content creator's code, like code CARP, CARP, and then you'll stack that on top of it, so you'll save even more money, and it also helps out the content creator as well. Oh, okay. So that's what he said. If you like or want something like the old Bells of Steel Industrial Trap Bar, you'll like the Giant Trap Bar. That's actually the product that in fact, let's take a look at that, because that's actually the product that I saw you talking about, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Let's see, where is this thing at? Specialty bars, probably there. So I'm assuming, yeah, it's the Giant Northland Open Trap Hex Bar. All right, yeah, there we go. So, I mean, I like the way this thing looks, man. It's solid, nice and beefy. The handles look really beefy. Um, I know you guys love knurling. There's a close-up shot of the knurling. There it is in the wild. That's not super impressive, the amount of weight that's on there, but it's still, that's a nice little shot of what it looks like. And let's see here. Apparently, they've got new 9-inch sleeves that are compatible with the previous open hex bar models. And so you can have a choice of 9-inch or 16-inch loadable sleeves. Dual 28mm knurled handles. And you can drop it at lower heights if you're doing deadlifts, but it said do not drop it from overhead. They do not recommend it to be used with competition bumper plates, since the tolerances are tight for competition plates. That could cause an issue, but regular plates and bumper plates will work perfectly. All right, so there you go. So that is the Giant Northland Open Trap Hex Bar, which is, like I said, it's got a... Actually, Carp, don't you have a video talking about it? I think you have a review video talking about that specific bar. So let's go ahead and if you want to put the link to that review video in the chat, go ahead. That way, you know, people can check it out after the show. Eric says, I think I'm at a point where I know what type of training I do and when would I have. The only upgrade I do is like a Dane or something, and you're remodeling the entire upstairs of the house. So he said, I'm being a penny pincher too. Well, I get it, man. Like I always say, look, buy what you need. Don't buy what's on sale. Or maybe I should say a different way. Buy what you need if it's on sale. Yeah, buy what you need and get it on sale as often as possible. That's probably the best way to say it. But I'm saying don't buy stuff just because it's on sale. And I think too many people do that because like, oh, I'm going to get that because that looks cool. And you figure that'll kind of like spark your interest and keep you wanting to train. But you also end up with a bunch of stuff in your gym that you can't sell, can't get rid of. And then it's just kind of gathering dust. So unless you are trying to start a museum of unused, dusty home gym equipment, I recommend you buy stuff only if you need it and try to get it on sale if you can. All right. Also, y'all check out my logo in my... That's over my left, is over that shoulder right there. See that? See that thing? I just did it. I just made it yesterday. I figure it's time to kind of level up the show logo a little bit. Give, you know. So let me know what y'all think of it. As far as that Giant Northland Open Hex Bar, Carp said that Rory Ellis pulled 800 pounds on it at his house. Yeah. I remember seeing the video, and I remember you said it was kind of solid. It was a solid piece of gear. So go ahead and drop the link in the chat. That way people can check it out when the show's over. And Joey Echeverria, hey, what's up, man? Said I have the handles from that bar, and they have great knurling. Yeah. I'm saying I checked it out when I was looking at the knurling. It looked like it was pretty nice. I wish they'd be that they would go to Home Gym Con. It's just another brand. I'm like, man, go to Home Gym Con. Let me just, they actually might be there this year. I don't know. I haven't looked at the list in a while. But those brands like that are the ones where I'm like, they're not as, let's use the SAT word, they're not as ubiquitous. And so whenever I get an opportunity to see all these brands like that in one place, that's a benefit to me because it kind of lets me make some decisions. Because I kind of know what to expect with, say, Rep Fitness. And I don't necessarily need to touch the stuff before I order it to have confidence that I'm gonna like it. But a company that I've never used before, even if I see good reviews on it, that doesn't mean I'm going to like it because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to fit me. You know what I mean? Maybe the handle thickness, if it's a machine, maybe the leverage. My leverages are different from the person who did the review. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so I prefer to try everything before I buy it, if possible. Carp said, yeah, I didn't get much equipment. I'm burning some good gear and stuff at Cerberus and A7 Strongman gear. Yeah. This is not a hostage video. No, Carlos. I am in an undisclosed location, but this is not a hostage video. I'm not. I'm free. I just I actually forgot my headphones. So we're using the speakers right now. It's an adventure. Gotta adventure. I actually have AbMat on my list to talk about. So They're coming up on the list, so we'll talk about them in a minute. Uh, yes, that's exactly it, Joe. He said a lot of craft quality brands don't put as much money into marketing; they fly under the radar. So to me, that's one of the biggest values for Home Gym Con is you go there, and then these brands that may not have the money to market all year long can just kind of focus their marketing budget into making a big splash at Home Gym Con or just having a presence there. And then you get to, you kind of walk around and you check stuff out. I like going in the back to like stuff that people aren't looking at and just checking it out, see what's going on over there. So there you go. Uh, I promise I'm not being held hostage. Okay, he said blink twice if I need help. I promise I'm not being held captive. All right, all right. Let's move on to the next one. So that was giant lifting. Let's get rid of that. All right, the next sale that I know about is Fringe Sport. So Fringe Sport, that's actually supposed to be over here. Fringe Sport is having their Black Friday deal. So let's go ahead and let is share that screen. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. All right, and give us a second. There we go. Boom. All right. All right, so the Fringe Sport Black Friday deals that I know about, you guys can see them on screen, but in a nutshell, it's up to 45% off on barbells, bumper plates, and squat racks. The Dane, when I last checked, which was admittedly yesterday, was 5% off. So you guys can see right there. So the Savage bumper plate sets, save 20%. The Dane that you were talking about, Eric, you can save 5% off on that. So it takes it to 2,374 from 2,499. Their Mammoth Belt Squat comes with a free kickstand. Shout out to Kyle from Kaizen DIY for his work on that. But that you save 29% on that. Got dual mounted weight horns. 20% on that. The Mighty Might barbell 20% off. I'm trying to see the stuff that's not 20% off. So basically everything's 20% off except let's talk about some specific things. So the curl bar is 25% off. The Midas, the 20 kilogram Midas Revenge bar is 35% off. Their silverback dumbbells, the set from 5 pounds to 50 pounds, is 10% off. Falcon bench is 10% off. The Raptor Air Bike, if you're into that, is 15% off. The Booty Box is 10% off. Fringe Sport just picked this up, and if you guys have not seen it, Emily, who invented the Booty Box, was interviewed on Garage Gym Radio, and so you guys might, you guys want to check that out. It's actually in my Watch Later playlist. I'm gonna listen to it. The plan is to listen to it today's Friday. Tomorrow, plan is to listen to it tomorrow while I'm in the car. Um, so yeah, so basically stuff is primarily 25%, and then you got a couple of things that are 35%, and the contrast bumper plates are 45% off. So there you go. Let's go back here, see what you guys are talking about. I actually have a question for you guys. So this guy on Reddit asked me what I thought of the Fringe Sport, their Midas trap bar, and I'm not one of those people I'm not gonna read stuff to you that you could read to yourself, right? I don't believe in that. You're an adult, you can read to yourself. Um, so I didn't, I could have very easily tried to sound smart and say, oh well, the specs are this, and I don't do that. To me, that's just fronting, right? I'm not about fronting. So I would prefer you guys who have used it, let me know what you think of it, and then I can answer him and say, well, I was on my show and I asked some people who were in the audience in the live chat what they thought of it, and people who had used it said XYZ, right? I much prefer that answer than for me to just read specs that he could just go on their website and read for himself, just so I can feel like I'm important. That's stupid. Um, I'm not being held hostage. Y'all wild. Y'all lunching. I mean, yeah, y'all are wild. Uh, yes, I blinked. I mean, human beings blink. Y'all are silly. Um, what if I said this? Give us free. Oh boy. The code is saying, okay, yeah, no, I'm good. I promise. Do not send anybody to my location. That's why I don't disclose my location because y'all are wild enough to do some junk like that. You're out of pocket. All right, so Carp. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking Carp. Look, I know you've used the thing. I want to know what you think of it. So actually, you know what? What I'll probably do is I will link in my answer. I will probably just say, just check this video out. I trust this guy's judgment. Yeah, that's actually a really good. That's a good call, Joey. Uh, that's a good call. I can just send him the dang video and he can watch the video. Because again, I don't like making up answers, and I'm not about to just read specs to another adult. Um, so yeah, there's that. All right. So that's Fringe Sport. Let's stop sharing. Stop. And let's see here. The next item, actually, let me make sure I'm not forgetting stuff because y'all know how that goes. I start getting worked up and then I forget what I've already talked about. All right, so the next deal, we only got a couple more that I know about. Um, well, I know Rep is having deals, okay? But I didn't put them on the list because I figured you guys already know Rep is having deals. If you don't know, here's your announcement. Rep is having deals. Um, but I don't know specifically what the Rep deals are. Okay. All right. The next one that I don't want to go under your radar is Bear Steel equipment. So Bear Steel deals is going on, and this one runs from now. It's been running actually, but is running now through December 2nd. So it's gonna go through Cyber Monday. All right, yeah, Cyber Monday. So let's head on over there. Uh, do this right here. Give me 1 second. Boom, there we go. All right, so we go to Bear Steel Equipment. My guy Sean, he's a good dude. I believe in supporting those who teach America's youth as much as possible and people who make awesome equipment. And I'm a big fan of Bear Steel Equipment, the stuff that they make. I think it's solid. I've got a bunch of that stuff. I'm not kidding when I say I did my cable attachment video and I said that the Bear Steel Equipment Iron Legend handle is my favorite low cable roll pulley attachment. Hands down, out of all the ones I've used since I started lifting weights in 1993. That's right. Back in the last century, kids. Back in the long ago. Let's see here. So Matt said, "Oh, I just thought I want a monster dumbbell. Let's see if they have on sale." Joey said, "Rep deals top out at 10% off." Yeah. Uh, I did. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna blink regularly throughout the show, but I don't need rescuing. Uh, Fernando never in his life is gonna be able to hold me hostage. All right. I'll give Fernando a kung fu class. Non good product recommending. Fernando. Anyway, so let's talk about Bear Steel Deals. So Bear Steel Deals runs, like I said, it runs now through December 2nd, and they are offering, of note, it's 20% off of their stacked weight pins. So they have multiple stacked weight pins. So stacked weight pins, the collection right there. So they have several of them there. But in, let me see something here. So if you go to bearsteelequipment.com and then you click the Bear Steel Deals, what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to pull it up. All right, so you got, yeah, all right, there you go. So here's your options. So you got 10 millimeter stack weight pin, stacked essentials, got all these right there. Got your power pins, and then you can get 15% off of their barbells. Uh, so let's see, got these cable handles here, power peg. Let's look at the barbells, because I'm trying to decide if I want to get their deadlift bar. I kind of like the deadlift bar I have now, but I kind of also liked the deadlift bar when I saw it. The Steel Reaper deadlift bar, right? So it's not the Iron Skull, now the Steel Reaper deadlift bar. So this thing was solid. There's somebody pulling some weight on it. I believe this is it. That was probably, I think that was at the Arnold. But I remember I got a chance to check it out at Home Gym Con, and I was impressed with it. Um, it's got good knurling, aggressive. It depends on what your perception of aggressive is, but it's got aggressive knurl, um, decent whip. Um, it's got 27 millimeter diameter though, so that's something to think about. I would say that if you're one of those grip it and rip it type people, this bar is going to train you to stop doing that. It's going to train you to tighten up your setup because the bar is going to be all over the place on you if you don't have a tight setup. So that's one of the benefits of having a bar that has good whip. It's not so you can pull up more weight. It's going to discipline you to have better setup because you'll yank it off the ground, and then when that whip catches up to you and yanks you out of position, your learning will occur, and you'll change your evil ways and start having a more disciplined setup. Uh, Joey, I expected better out of you. Why? At two, Joey? This is not Dresman pretending to be John. Look at my hair. What are you thinking? You think I'm Dresman wearing a bald head wig? Oh boy. So anyway, so that's Bear Steel equipment. The Bear Steel deals. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, and let's move on into. So as I promised, we're gonna talk about AbMat. That's gonna be the last one that I know about as far as deals for the day, and then we'll go into y'all's favorite segment. So the AbMat collection of the day sale. It's just right here. All right, so today, and so I'm sorry. So to Carps, I think Carp is the one that said it. Um, is it Carp the one that said it that they're having it, or was it Eric? Said AbMat is having. Somebody said AbMat's having a sale. All right. And now I can't find it. Yeah, Carp said it. Okay, it says stay tuned. All right. So to Carp's point, what AbMat is doing is they're having a collections of the day sale. So yesterday I think was powerlifting. So all stuff that had to do with even tangentially with powerlifting was on sale. Today it's bodybuilding. Okay. And so let's check out what they have as far as bodybuilding essentials. And let's go ahead and share that screen. All right, so bodybuilding essentials from AbMat, and that includes things like obviously the AbMat, the barbell pad, you know, the hip thrust pad, the pivot pad. I like the pivot pad. Our guy Adams designed the preacher pad, and then this split squat pad. My wife and I fell in love with at Home Gym Con at the first Home Gym Con. Especially we saw Dylan stand on it on the end of a bar, and just saw how solid it was. Um, so I really like it, and I would say also that using that split squat pad is also a substitute for the hip thrust pad to a certain extent and the pivot pad. So if you get this, I just like the versatility of the split squat pad pro, and so these things are on sale today. What you want to do is go to abmat.com and sign up for their email newsletter, and then you'll get an email that telling you what the collection of the day is, right? So as Eric said, today's bodybuilding stuff is 25% off. They'll have something else tomorrow. It's 25% off. All right. Let's see. There you go, Carlos. That good point. Dresman is shameless and he wouldn't say anything. Exactly. Dresman feels like he doesn't need to talk to people. He feels like he's too good to talk to people. Good reminder. So Eric is also saying at AbMat the codes do not stack with the creator. So if you try to use somebody's affiliate link at AbMat, you're gonna have to make a choice between that and using the discount code for the day. So that's something to remember. All right. Before we go any further, there are 362 of you watching right now, which is awesome for the day after Thanksgiving. Most of the people are in a food coma. I appreciate you guys taking a second to come check out the show and hang out with me and talk about Black Friday stuff. But I don't need you to just watch the show, all right? I need you to do a little bit more than that, all right? So don't just watch. I need you to do this. Hey, I don't want you to just watch this video. I need you to like, subscribe, and if you're already a subscriber, I want you to join our channel for 99 cents a month so you can help us improve YouTube for the home gym community. Okay, back to the video. All right, so just do that. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you are listening to the audio-only version on Podbean, do me a favor, head on over to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got to keep this momentum going. Carlos, thank you. Carlos said he's been sharing the link all morning. I appreciate that, Carlos. Thank you for sharing that link out. You guys know we can't grow without y'all, so thank you so much for all your support. And we are now done with Black Friday sale notifications talk. Instead, it is time for the segment that has carved a place in your hearts for some strange reason. I never thought that this was going to be the thing that y'all were going to love so much, but I guess y'all like to laugh at my pain. It is now time for the Recliner of Rage.
It's the Recliner of Rage!
It's the Recliner of Rage, 'cause he's not happy!
I'm not furious today, but I am irritated. And I'll tell you why. Today's Recliner of Rage is dedicated to not one but two very low income gym equipment brands that apparently can't take no for an answer. They keep on emailing me, okay? And first of all, let me just say this, because this really does bother me, all right? First of all, free advice. This is free advice. Anybody who wants to reach out to me for anything. I'm not trying to be snobbish, but this is free advice, okay? I want you to feel successful. So if you want to reach out to me to try to collab or whatever, it's free advice. If your email starts off with a blank, like Dear blank, or even Dear Garage Gym Life, and then in the next paragraph, you start talking about how you've been watching my YouTube channel and you love what I do and everything else, your email, I'm not going to read anymore. Your email is going directly into the junk folder if it doesn't head directly to trash. Okay? Let me go back through that. If your email starts off with Dear blank or Dear Garage Gym Life instead of Dear and my name, and then you start talking about how much you love what I do on YouTube, I'm going to immediately put your email in the trash, and I'm going to add your email address to the junk pile so that any other emails you send, any subsequent emails you send, go straight to the spam folder. Because if you actually watched, you guys can all say it. You guys all know the answer to this. If you actually watch my videos, you would know my name. Because I say my name in every dang video I do. Every video I do. I did it in this video. I start off the video. Hey, I'm John Greaves III on the Fine Garage Gym Life. So how could you possibly be a fan of my work and not know my name? Okay? So that's one. That's one. It drives me nuts. I don't like it. So that's one. Second of all, I've told both of these brands I'm not interested. Okay, on separate occasions, they didn't like to email me together, but every time I got the email, I was like, and it started out nice. I was like, all right, look, I'm not interested. This doesn't look like a good, I started out nice. This doesn't look like a good fit for me and my brand. Thank you for reaching out, but it's not something we're interested in doing. Boom, we should be done. After a while, they started sending it, And I just started saying no. Would you be interested in? And the answer is no. All right. Now I don't even answer them. Now I've got them set up so they go straight to spam, but occasionally one sneaky and it slides through and I still see this garbage. And I'm like, why are you? Can I live? Can I live? Why are you harassing me with your email? I'm never getting this time back. I'm never getting this time back. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? The time I take to read your frivolous, stupid email about this low budget product that I think is hot garbage can juice that you want me to do whatever with, I'm not gonna allow to touch my channel. The time I spend reading and moving that over to spam is time I'm never gonna get back. My time is already compressed. I don't have tons of it, and you wasted my time. It drives me crazy. Second bit of rage. Whoever put my name on their subscription list so that, because I'm sure they're not emailing just me. I'm sure I'm part of like an email list and they're just sending it out. And I have a suspicion about who that person is because I also got an email. I get emails periodically offering to give me the addresses of fitness, whatever, email lists with all these fitness people on it. And so I'm sure that there's somebody out there for a price. Like basically, I pay to get. If I pay them, I will get an email list with all these email addresses on it. So I'm sure somebody paid for my email address. All right. Well, that's money not well spent because all they're gonna do is go to spam. But in any case, so I'm also mad secondarily at the people who sold them my email address. Die in a fire. But anyway, let's go back to these people, to the current rage. That's additional rage. That's tangential rage. All right, because they enabled this situation to happen. I'm mad at the people though because it keeps happening. Because I keep on saying no. They keep on. You know how you tell somebody no and they keep on bothering you. Like, look, man, we started out with no, and now I wanna you bother me so much. Now I wanna fight you. Okay, so that's where we are right now. I can't stand them. Okay, and so and just because I want you to think that I'm like just flying off the handle, I'm over 20 emails in with each one of these brands. Over 20 emails from people I've already told no. And I say this too. It don't matter if you change your name if you got the same email address. I still know it's you. Like yesterday, your name was Sue. Today it's Fred. But it's the exact same email address. I know it's you. You're annoying me. You're bothering me. So anyway, the stuff is trash. I'm still not interested, and I don't like the fact that they keep on emailing me. All right, and in fact, I said that this stuff was junk, right? So let me just another note. This is a day where I'm just unloading, unburdening, and giving y'all a peek behind the curtain. How do I decide stuff I'm gonna look at, right? How I'm gonna review something. Um, it's not necessarily based on what I need for my home gym. Although, I mean, that's nice when it coincides. If I like this thing and I'm like, oh, that would be cool for my home gym. I've been looking for something like that. That's good. Um, or if I know a relative has been looking for something and somebody wants me to review it, then obviously that works, right? But that's not like the primary thing I look for. Those are just factors to sweeten the deal. What I look for is stuff that I think meets a need. Okay? It got to meet a need. And it doesn't have to meet my need, but I have to see that it has value for the home gym community because every video I do is designed to target somebody who's in the same situation that I was in when I first started my home gym back in 2001, and I didn't know what to get. I knew how to work out, I knew what to use because I had worked at a gym, but I wasn't in charge of making equipment purchases. So I didn't know what to get. I didn't know, what pieces of equipment were better. I just know what I personally liked, but most of that stuff was too big and bulky. I had like a loft apartment, limited on space and everything else. So my videos are targeted towards somebody who's in that sort of situation, right? So it's not just, oh, well, what are people most likely to buy? If I do a video about this, are they likely to click my affiliate link? It's not that. It's what has the most value, in my opinion, for the most people, whether it's popular or not, and whether I can personally use it or not. That's the number one. What has the most value for the most people? Then, if it happens to be something I could use in my own home gym or something that I know a family member or a friend could use, then that sweetens the deal and makes it more likely for me to want to work with the brand, right? But yeah. See, hold up a second. Hold up a second here. Carlos, Carlos, you trying to get in my spam folder. You talking about, you mean you don't want to try compression oven mitts? No, I would not like to try. Okay, so here's another one. Here's an example, right? There's another one too. Like, these are the ones that automatically go to spam. I got one where they wanted me to try. I'm not even sure how I would do this review. Okay. They wanted me to try their line of men's underwear. No. Just no. All right. It ain't that type of channel. I ain't trying your underwear. I'm not interested in repping your drawers. All right. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm sure that would be entertaining for y'all, but I'm not gonna be trying out, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Ah, yes, the dear Mr. Garage Gym Life. I love your content. I can, yeah. I'm like, go away. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Oh, hey, Jared. So now you see, I can't. How am I supposed to stay mad when something like this gets runs across the thing? Jared says, John, my 4-year-old has started singing along with the Recliner of Rage theme song. Yes, yes, that's a win. Yes, man, that's it. That's it. Look. I can't stop smiling now. There you go. I feel like I'm successful. There you go. Let's see. What's the other thing here? Matt says, I've been stuck in a recliner rage for 2 weeks. Is there a trick to get out? Do I have to kick my feet down? Is there a button? Nah, you got to come on the show and tell us why you're mad, and then you'll feel better and you'll get out of recliner rage. But as you can see with me, stuff keeps happening, so it's temporary. So, I can't give you a permanent fix because I haven't found one myself. Yeah, exactly. Carlos said, just get on the show. We can help you vent. Um, Hey, it's fine to be mad at yourself. You can vent. That's fine. Uh, so I had someone offer me coaching. They said they're a specialist in palm cooling. Yeah, I can tell them where they can go with their palm coolers. That's it. Oh my God. Do the oven mitts have knurling? Yeah. Oh, you know what would be awesome is the next time your 4-year-old has a temper tantrum, Jared. Like, they're just not having a good day. Y'all sing a Recliner of Rage because he's not happy. That'd be awesome. Please, if that happens, please. I'm begging you. I'm not asking, I'm begging. Please video that and send it to me, please. In fact, video it and send it to me anyway the next time he sings it. That'll make my day, man. I'm telling you, for real. Um, so anyway, it's just annoying that these dudes are doing this. But here's another thing too. I want to say this also is like another part of the reason why I refuse, and I'm not even telling y'all the name of the brands, right? These two different brands, right? But another thing I noticed that as the channel has grown, I'm starting to become more and more careful about what I review because it never fails, man. You review something, you tell people this thing sucks, do not get it, and then you still have people asking you about it, like, well, yeah, but what if you were to use it? Oh, but what if I have a small apartment? Or what if I'm very extremely weak and I'm an embarrassment to my ancestors? Maybe I could still use it then. Or what if, but what if I only use it on sunny days during the autumnal equinox? Would it be okay then? Or, what if I got short fingers? What's it sucks. Don't use it. Why are you wasting my time? Starting with mine. Why are you wasting my time and yours talking about something I've already told you is not good? Because what am I supposed to say? I don't even know you. Oh, well, but you think if I got scoliosis, maybe I can lift this and it'd be okay? I'm like, I don't know. It's fine. You don't want to listen to me because you ain't want to listen to me when I said it sucks anyway. So what you asking me my advice for about some exception to the fact that it sucks? You ain't gonna listen. Go ahead, spend your money. I don't care. Don't bring me down with the ship. I'm not. If I told you it sucks, I'm not gonna change my mind and say, oh well, it might be okay for you. Because what if you get it and you're like, oh wait, he was right. It does suck. Now it's my fault. Well, you changed your mind so I could get it. No, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't do that. I said it sucked, and you can do what you want to because it's your money. But to leave me out of it. So I'm careful about what I review in the first place because I know that's gonna happen down the road. I still got people asking me about a piece of hot garbage power rack that I got. Um, like I haven't owned it since I think June, maybe July, and people still ask me about it on the video. And I'm like, why are you asking me about this thing? Like I said, the thing was hot garbage. What possesses you to believe I would keep it and still have it in my possession? You know what I mean? Like, why would I still have this thing to be able to even answer that random question you just asked me? So I try not to go down that rabbit hole anymore, right? Uh, with reviewing stuff. If it looks like it's hot garbage in the picture, I just say, okay, that's good enough for me, and I just leave it alone. So in any case, that's Recliner of Rage. And I wanted to give a shout out. This is Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving. So I also want to give thanks to Freedom Fitness Equipment. They are having a sale, having a big sale over at freedomfitnessequipment.com. They've supported the channel this entire year. Ashton's a good dude. And if you want to support a family owned business that's owned by good dudes, owned by a good dude who helps people all the time, then go ahead, check out freedomfitnessequipment.com. He'll get you hooked up with what you need to get your home gym set up the way that you like it, so you can have the best gym in town. You won't be frustrated, okay? So go ahead and do that. Uh, ain't no point in being in your home gym mad. Just hit Ashton up, tell him Garage and Life sent you, and get him to help you pick out the stuff that's gonna get your home gym just to perfection. All right. So that was the Recliner of Rage. It is now the 7:07. It's now 7 o'clock. So one night only. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. No, I'm not. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. And I want to say good morning to the Central Time Zone. Thank you guys for getting up way too early with Garage from Life. Do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for me so that we can get this channel moving in the right direction. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. Let's get to where we need to be. Make sure you're sharing this video with other people. We got my guy Carlos, who is not where he's supposed to be, which is backstage. I'm trying to figure out where you are, Carlos. I sent you the link. I don't understand. You're in the chat. You ain't supposed to be in the chat. You're supposed to be backstage looking at me ready to come on, and I don't see you. Check my text messages. Are you about to tell me some junk like I didn't send you a link? Because I know I sent you a link, Carlos. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you again, Carlos. Here we freaking go. It's always this dude. Always this dude. Oh my God. Y'all see what I go through, man. It's always him. So I'm going to tell y'all this. There's a couple of things. I gave him the link that he says didn't get him to the show earlier this week. So you think that he'd be like, oh, by the way, hey, man, I still need the link to actually get into the show, assuming I didn't, you know what I mean? But he didn't say that. He waited till the show started to say, yeah, I don't have the link. So you see what I'm saying? When I tell y'all he's uncoachable, it's that kind of stuff. It's that kind of stuff right there. Oh boy. I was just talking about junk in my inbox, and Carlos made me go to my inbox to email him, and I'm looking at some junk right there. What is this? Seriously? Trifold. Okay, I'm not even looking at that. You're not about to disturb. I'm coming back down off the Recliner of Rage. You ain't about to. They're not about to send me back into the Recliner of Rage reading that email. I'll read it later on. Let's go. Come on, Carlos. Fernando. Matt said Fernando got to his emails. I might. You know what? I'll cut him some slack. Maybe Fernando got to the emails. Okay. All right. I'll cut you some slack. That's right, Carp. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. I'm just sitting here waiting for Charlie B. Hold up. Anticipating. Charlie always got me waiting. I got plans to put my hands in places. Finally, Charlie has returned to Garage Gym Life. Nobody can hear you, Charlie. I can see you giggling, but nobody can hear you. What in the world? Hold on a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just checking.
As soon as you unmuted yourself, yes, I could hear you. Yeah. That's how that works, Carlos, man. As soon as you unmuted
Oh
yourself,
my
yes,
god.
I could hear you. Do you see what I deal with every Friday morning, son? This dude, Carlos. Every Friday morning. You're like, can you hear me now? Yeah. When you unmuted yourself, yeah. Magically.
Mm-mm.
He does the joke on purpose, y'all.
This guy.
Oh, it's my fault. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets,
Oh
trying to
my
find a
god.
reason not to choke on Charlie B. Okay, anyway, Carlos,
Oh.
good to have you back, man.
Hey,
Welcome to
what's
the
going
show.
on, man? Hi, hey everybody.
You
How
here
you
talking about
doing?
me being in the dang hostage video.
Wait,
Why
hold
everything's
on,
so
man.
dark around you?
Well, you know what? I actually
You
didn't
look,
want you to
you in witness
be.
protection.
I
Why
didn't
is it
want
so
you to
dark
be
there?
in the hostage situation by yourself, so I figured I'd go ahead and I'd do it. So I turned all my lights off and decided to use my
You look like you are in Emperor Palpatine's office.
Hey man, look, if you're hanging with the homies, then you don't get choked out from a distance. So it just works.
I don't feel like that's how that works. Because Darth Vader was at the staff meeting when he choked that dude.
Yeah, but he was amongst friends. See, he wasn't hanging with
He's
the
like, I
boss.
find your
See?
lack of faith disturbing, and choked that dude and became
He,
a hero to office workers everywhere. Because we've all been at the meeting when we want to choke somebody in the meeting.
he wasn't he wasn't with the boss though.
Dude.
See, Palpatine wasn't in the room at the time. So
And well, hold up. That's true. That's true. But
see,
what's his name? Grand Moff Tarkin was in charge of Vader at the time.
the
He's like,
snitch.
Vader, release him.
The
They had to let him go. Vader's like, ugh. Actually, you know what? So the two things that made everybody's like, why is Darth Vader? He's the bad guy. Why is he so popular? So first of all, that shows you never been in an office meeting, a meeting at work, because he choked a dude at work in the meeting at work for saying stuff out of pocket. That's one.
every
Number
worker's
two,
dream.
he choked a dude during a video chat, during a video call.
Yeah, yeah. Thought about that a few times, and I'm sure you thought about this today. So go figure.
Oh yeah, it was. I didn't just think about it. I said it. I sang the junk. Man, that's why
Your
the
lack
Force
of
doesn't exist.
aptitude
Because
disturbs me.
Matt says Carlos' version, I find your lack of gains disturbing.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Carp said, don't we all just wish we could choke a dude in the office? Something? Yes.
All the
Daily.
time.
You want to just
Oh yeah.
you sit, especially when you sit in the meeting and you know he's saying something just so he could say he says something in the meeting. We're all ready to go. And he asks a question, he knows the answer to this question. Like, why are you even talking right now, man? Just shut up.
Yeah.
You're not getting
email
promoted
him, bro.
today.
Just send him an
You're
email.
not getting promoted today. Come on, man. Can't stand it. I got somebody in my head right now. The perfect candidate for me to check out the dark side of the Force and try it out.
Dude, I'm right here.
You getting fashion compliments that the Reebok hoodie is underrated this time of the year. Okay,
Yeah,
that's true.
no kidding.
And nothing like
You
that
know what?
Reebok hoodie. It's not as nice as this hoodie.
No, it's not actually. 'Cause see, again, I'm trying to, what's it? I'm trying to get with the program because I'm like,
I
you're
don't
in a
feel like
hostage
you are trying to
situation.
get with the program,
You're in a
Carlos.
hostage situation. I figured I'd do the hostage situation. Saw you in the hoodie. I said, let me go get a hoodie. You know? So I'm like, hey.
that was your solution for getting with. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, that way, if like Fernando didn't like want you, if he told the world that it's like if you call the cops, I'm gonna kill your puppy or something. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just help him out.
That's aggressive. Hold on.
Hey, man. Okay, you're.
Why you bringing the dog into it?
I didn't want to like cut off your toe or something like that, man. Shoot.
Matt, I am absolutely not putting that comment on screen. This is a family show, Matt. I'm not putting that comment on screen, Matt. Absolutely not doing it.
Oh man.
Carp, okay, look like you and Carp are vibing. He said, I got those Reebok hoodies in multiple colors. They're great for walks this time of year.
Yes.
Y'all can just go on Home Shopping Network and sell all kind of Reebok hoodies together.
Shoot. Walmart was giving them away last year. I was like, yes.
It's amazing.
Shoot. Heck yeah.
So let me see if I can bring this Joan up here. This thing that you sent me. Is
Oh
this it
yeah.
right here? See if this works out. All right. So you had a product because we said we're going to talk about fitness product
Mhm.
recommendations, and you showed me these boots, and I had not seen them before. So let's see if this will work. We're about to
Yeah.
find. We finna find out now. Sharper image power boost boots. Okay, that's a whole lot of. There's a lot of moving parts so far.
Oh yeah,
You,
but
hey man, hold up a second. Y'all notice that Carlos spent like the first 30 seconds of the video just plugging stuff in? How much, how much stuff you gotta plug in on this thing, man?
dude.
Like the whole
You
video is
know
you
what?
plugging stuff in. It's
All
half
right,
the
so
video.
you understand that was an editing process, so it's probably like 10.
You
So,
you you spent the first half of the video just plugging stuff in.
uh, no, but
I mean, come on,
actually,
Carlos.
see what had happened was I like
Oh
to put
God.
my stuff up when I'm done. So, you know, I was like, I unboxed it and stuff, and I
Let's
decided
run this
to
back. I want y'all to say, okay, so let's go.
see in the
Count this
box.
with me. All right. So
All
that's
right,
the box. You get it out the box. All right.
yeah, yeah.
Some excellent footage of the box. All right. Put
Thank
that
you,
down
sir.
there. Let's plug that in. That's one.
Yes, that's one hose.
Plug
Then
that in. That's
that's
two. Plug that
that's
in. That's three.
EC. Then you got to plug those guys in, right?
Oh,
Right?
okay. They got to plug those in. That's one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Then
there we
you
go.
plug
That's
those in.
five.
There you go. There you go.
Six.
And then you get the
He's
now.
still plugging stuff in.
Yeah. So the
That's a
thing about
hostage
it is,
situation right there.
oh,
He's right.
it's
You look
probably the
comfortable though.
best. Oh, I'm telling you.
You do look comfortable.
And you've got like from like 10 to I think 30 minutes um that you could choose from for the session. Man, let me
How
tell
many?
you.
I don't understand how you sent me a video where all the stuff I'm supposed to read is upside down, Carlos. Got my
Well, see,
neck
that's
to
the
the.
whole.
Y'all see
Just,
what I'm talking about? The
just
stuff I
flip your
deal with.
phones, you know. Just
You got all these
wait,
people at home with their neck like this trying to
man.
figure
Just
out what
flip that
this
phone.
says. Look at it. So pulse, gradual.
Yeah,
I can't even read that.
sequences.
I don't know if that's
That's
backwards or upside
sequence,
down.
sequence, zones,
Zone,
and
sequence,
manual.
zones. So it's upside down and backwards. Come on, Carlos.
Yes, there you
Manual.
go.
I think that says
Hey
manual.
man, look,
All
if I
right.
was coachable, we wouldn't be talking with her. Yes, there
That's
you
an
go.
excellent. That's an excellent point right there. What's up, Kurt? Kurt says what's happening. Uh, we're just here watching this video of Carlos plugging stuff in, man.
Eh,
Yeah,
Kurt.
Carlos just steadily plugging junk in. Look at this. How many things he plugs in here? Look, Kurt is one.
Hey, look, I'm
This
doing
all
my
before
Master
he gets
P.
to
I
use it
got the
two,
hookup, you know.
and this is after a workout three. So you should be exhausted. You shouldn't have anything to do all that plugging stuff in.
Oh, but you don't move for at least 10 minutes though. So you see
I
what I'm
guess
saying?
not.
You know, you don't move. I'm like, dude,
So the fire department's gonna just find you there.
oh, they're just gonna find me, dude. I'm gonna be
Okay.
legs are
All
gonna
right.
be great. I'll tell you,
Okay.
it's the equivalent of like, you know, the if you go get your blood pressure checked and then they put that band around your arm, right?
I mean, I've used compression stuff before.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I do have an update on the because we're giving fitness tech recommendations.
Yeah.
Normally, my wife does 5 minutes of fitness tech, but she's like, I ain't waking up that early
Ah,
the day after Thanksgiving with you. So that's how you got nominated, in case you were wondering.
ah, dang.
In case you were
Okay.
wondering, because
I
I knew I was wanting to do a fitness tech
thank
episode
you.
because Cyber Monday's coming up. So Cyber
Right, right.
Monday's coming up. So I said we're gonna do a fitness tech episode, and my primary fitness tech person called in
Oh, this
not interested to work.
called in itis.
So I said okay.
Uh,
So I was like, all right, well, who can I talk? I said, hey, Carlos owes me. Hey, Carlos supposed to have done an episode this month
that's
anyway, so I
crazy.
just reached out to him. So
And to
but I
all
said
my
all that to say,
followers
so
out
like
there in
those.
Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, thank y'all for showing up. I know you're out there. Just gonna put that out
Oh yeah, hey, we got 365 people watching you plug stuff in right now. Let me
there.
get rid of that before we start losing viewers. All right. But so as far as compression stuff goes, and if you guys have like
uh,
a favorite compression product, go ahead and put it in the chat. The name of it, you know, I don't have any affiliate stuff with them. I just happen to like the products. So like
yeah.
I like the Normatec, the Hyperice, and remember I told you guys that mine broke on me.
Mm.
It broke on me. So I reached out to the company, and they actually they sent me the return thing. I told them, hey, I got this on Amazon. The warranty period's over. What do I do? And they said, just send it to us directly. So I gave them the information. They were really good about giving me the return thing. So I sent it back to them, and they have actually already shipped out my replacement one. So they should be heading. It should be arriving at the house soon. And these were the Bluetooth ones. So that's what I like about them, because the
Mm.
Normatec I have is like what you have, that Power Boost, the sharper image one.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's got like, except what I like about yours is your control mod unit is more compact than the one I have. Mine looks like an alien baby.
God.
It's about this dang big. Okay, so there's like nowhere convenient to put it. It's just like
Yeah,
embryo, just
yeah.
throwing it. Oh, just like you know what I mean. And then you
What you,
can't go on it. You just like with
what you
this
trying to
thing,
catch a
you know,
swordfish or something?
little
Yeah.
kind of like a little mace morning star. You just whatever. I don't like. What do I do with it? Right? It's always awkward. But with the Bluetooth one, I don't have to deal with that. So I'm hoping that when I get the replacement ones, that they'll work out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the tech host was like, I ain't. Just go ahead and start the show and wait for me.
That is messed up, man.
She's over there right now with her headphones in, completely like she's not made any
Ah,
progress towards coming.
shout out to the
I don't
producer.
anticipate seeing her until much later. So you kind of got to know, you know, you kind
Yeah.
of got to know you got to know how far you can push your people. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
was I was just asked about whether or not I was going to be hitting the cardio early because of Thanksgiving. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it after the show. 'Cause I'm like, it just
Oh
doesn't
yeah, I
make
get
any
it.
sense, you know.
Well, we're
Shoot.
going to the gym after. We're going to the gym after this. After the show is over, I'm gonna go to the gym, get some movement. The
So
cool
they gonna
where we
let y'all
are
out
though is
though? I'm
cool
just
because
saying.
there's you can get like there's a park. We got like a 30 about a 45-minute hike
Oh yeah, that's
in
gonna be nice.
yesterday, and then there's just to go get breakfast. You get up, you just walk down there, get your breakfast, and then
Mm.
come back. So like I said, I was already at like before we went on the hike, I was already at like 8,000 steps,
Oh
and then
man.
we ended up the night we actually slowed things down, so I ended up with 13. I can just look at it and tell you.
So,
So
so
yeah,
just
yesterday it
next
was
time you decide you want to go
fourteen
holiday though, just
thousand one
bring a
hundred
banner.
thirty eight steps without any like special,
We say
hey, let's go
14 grand.
jogging or anything like that. Huh?
You say 14,000?
Yeah, yeah,
Not too shabby. Yeah.
yeah. And that was just like regular daily movement stuff for the most
Yeah.
part, because
Heck yeah.
the hike was only about we got over half of that before we went on the hike.
Yeah. See, that's where
So
those
yeah,
boots will come in at. See,
yeah.
because
All right,
man,
so that's your recommendation is the boots, right?
yeah.
So talk about how much do they cost? When did you get the hang on a second. I have to do a little public service reminder. You didn't eat turkey, Matt. You live in the UK and y'all don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Okay. You don't eat turkey until Christmas gets here. So I'm sorry. And also you don't get Black Friday. We discussed that earlier in the show.
Mm.
I'm sorry. He takes me to a dark place. All right, anyway. So back to what we're saying. With these boots, what's like the price point? It
Oh,
says Sharper Image, so you get them at sharperimage.com. You get them sharper. Are they
mm.
available in stores or can you only get them online? Talk to me.
I
Be
got
honest.
I got these fortunately through Best Buy because you know what I do, and so Best Buy was considering
Yeah,
selling
but
them.
they don't know what you do, so I don't want them thinking you five
I,
finger discounted on a truck or something like that. So please let them know.
so what
Come on,
I
Carlos.
do,
You out of
I
pocket
am a
sometimes.
part.
So please hang on. I'm gonna just so y'all know it's just Carlos. Let me go ahead and give him the big screen. He's got a
So, all
special set of
right,
skills. He's
I
got a
have
particular set of skills.
a particular set of skills that Best Buy has decided to use, and since I'm very picky, apparently, I've been a member of the Tech Insider Network for over 10 years. And what that is, and the short story is, they send me crap, and whether I like it or not, I just tell them. So, I get to keep it. So, I got a bunch of crap. So, yeah. So this year, they partnered with Sharper Image. This is probably the second piece. I've also got a um, gun, massage gun. So Just put that out there. Um, but this is what we're focused on. We're focused on that the
So
compression
so
boots.
far we figured out that Carlos is part of the Illuminati at Best Buy,
Just
and they
God
sent him a
dang
gun.
it.
All right. Now I just want you. I'm just giving you active feedback. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
So compression boots retail for 199. I believe they're like 159 at the moment. You can check me on that one. Yeah. Okay, so they're 199 on bestbuy.com. But
Do you have some sort of discount code? Is there a sale going on, Carlos?
you know what? I was just looking because I wanted to make sure to see if like you had like a Macy's has them, and you know what? I'm sorry, Best Buy, but Macy's has them for 179 right now. So
So they're on sale at Macy's.com for 179, the exact same
well,
product.
Thanksgiving Day parade.
No, I'm saying it's the exact same product,
Yeah,
and if you get it
yes,
at
that's
Macy's, it's
literally looking at that and
$20
just
cheaper.
like, oh man, Kohl's has them for 230. So back to Macy's, but yeah.
Okay. Hang on a second. We're being interrupted again by the British.
Oh shit.
We have a meal on a Sunday, which is essentially Thanksgiving size and style, but we eat it every week. That's just we call that just dinner. Okay,
We call
that's
that Southern black folks. We do that all the time.
I mean that's yeah.
What the?
And you eat turkey
Okay.
every Sunday,
God
Matt?
no.
You expect me to believe that?
All the
That's
trimmings.
good. Hey, it's better than him bringing food home from work. Remember, he's wrestling deer, so there's that.
That's probably what they're eating. Thanksgiving deer.
Like they pull him to the side. Yeah, Matt. We caught you on camera taking some food home from work. We can pull you to the side quietly. Yeah, so we got you on camera taking some food home from work, Matt.
Oh God.
All right. So what else? I had another one we talk about. So compression boots.
Yeah.
One thing that I thought would be like a good one to grab, especially for Cyber Monday, is I know a lot of you guys, well, some of you guys are watching the show in your home gyms, right? But for those of you who like are watching on your phone, maybe you need a TV for your home gym. We use the Roku because I like that we can connect it with our phones very easily, and so it's not like it's technically it's casting to the phone. I mean, the
Yeah.
phone's casting to the TV, but it's not like screen mirroring, which is annoying because then everything that's on your phone is on the TV.
Yeah.
You
That's
seeing your lock
tech has
screen, all
evolved.
kinds of. It's just annoying. So I like that. I know that the Apple TVs can do it. What's your recommendation for a good TV for in the home gym, especially if you're doing like in my situation, sometimes when I'm on a treadmill, I want to watch something, but my wife is working and I don't want to disturb her by having it, I'm on the treadmill, so it's
Yeah.
loud, so I can't hear the TV. So I got to crank it all the way up. So because I can connect my phone, I can
Bluetooth.
use my headphones, hear the
Uh huh.
TV in my ears. So what's a recommendation for a good TV for the home gym?
Well, actually, I think like Pioneer has a. I think it's like a Zumo TV. Those, for the most part, nowadays TVs are all designed to accommodate people who work out. So, but the Zumo is really affordable. I think you probably get like a good like 50-inch for 150 bucks now. Smart TV, Bluetooth capability. I think like 3 HDMI's, real nice sound quality, and it's much like the Roku. But I mean, I prefer those two over the Fire TVs because Fire TVs don't allow you to get like certain apps that normal people have. But yeah, I would definitely go with like a Pioneer because again, it's nice
So this
and
is the
affordable.
65-inch I just pulled up right here. Is this
Yeah,
what you're talking about?
yeah. I mean, yeah, those things are pretty cool, man. Pretty simple. I mean,
3.6. Okay. Great TV for the price. Oh, there's actual footage of people
oh
watching actual shows. All
yeah, yep.
right.
You
If you
can
can watch
hook your Bluetooth
Yellowstone
up
on
to
it,
it
it
and
probably
everything.
is okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good video
So
quality
so
too.
let me ask you this, right? It says you can't download any apps. If you want to download apps, do not buy this TV. It's not a true smart TV.
Hmm.
So what do you say about that?
I think they
And
have a
Michael
bad
from
TV.
Chicago, Illinois, is mad because you can't download apps from his TV onto his
Michael needs
TV.
to return his TV. I mean, shoot, yeah, you can download apps. I mean, that's what they are. I mean, they've got a lot going on.
So
They've got
Michael's
their own
lying.
app store. Yeah,
So
Michael had a,
Michael's a filthy, dirty liar.
Michael's a
Okay, don't
filthy,
trust
dirty
Michael from
liar, dude.
Chicago.
No, no, Michael, I'm calling you out, bro. I mean, nah, come on.
All right.
I mean,
So
every
all
smart
right. So we
TV.
gotta trust Carlos because we don't know Michael. We know Carlos.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
loyalty.
it's me. You know me. Yeah.
Uh,
What the?
I don't know. Say I'm probably over 15K so far. Luck side effect of my job.
Oh, steps.
Oh, steps. Okay,
Come on.
I wasn't sure. I was like, we back to food product.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
usually
right,
do like
nice. Yeah,
20,
I get you.
something like
Yeah,
that.
that's legit. Whenever you can have like steps part of your daily routine, I think that's a whole lot better.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you said that. So your recommendation is the Sumo
Yeah, the
TV.
Pioneer. Yeah, I like those. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and then also if you get it at Best Buy, more than likely you'll probably get like free Apple TV Plus for like 3 months. So
Okay.
you
Okay.
know,
All right. What
yeah.
else you got? And if you guys have like go ahead and drop it in the chat. Let me know what kind of TVs you guys have in your home gyms. And I'm just interested to see because we always talk about bars and benches and stuff, but there are other things environmentally that make a home gym
Yeah.
worth being in, worth occupying. And in fact, actually, that's a good one too. You guys put in the chat, and you can also as well, Carlos. Like, what are like the little things that you never like when you first started your home gym, you're thinking about equipment, but then after you've been in there for a while, you start doing like, oh, maybe I need to get some lighting, maybe I need to get this. Like, what were some of the things that you say, like maybe specifically from an electronic standpoint, that made a difference in your home gym? You guys throw that in there.
Man.
Carp agrees with me. So I like anything with a Roku. We
Hmm.
actually have a Roku in 4 different rooms of the house.
Hmm.
Yeah, we had 5, but right now we got a Roku in 4 different rooms of the. Well, wait a minute, because there's one in the office, there's
Hmm.
one in the gym, there's one
They are
in
super
my
affordable
bedroom.
too, man. That's
Come
I
on,
love that.
and there's one somewhere else. Oh, and there's one in the living room. Yeah, so we got 5 Rokus in our house.
Yeah.
Um,
I use a Roku stick when I'm doing
okay,
like when I'm using my projectors and stuff like that. I mean,
okay.
it just works, man. It's just
Yeah, I mean
that's
they're
a
so
really good
they're so
purchase.
user friendly. That's why I like it, and it's like, and they're not super expensive.
Yeah.
So if something does happen to it, you just go get another one. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
really. Feelings unhurt. I think the price of a new TV is probably less than the cost of repair. And
Yeah,
that's just
yeah. I'm not
crazy.
about to try to fix my TV. I just go and get
Yeah,
one, throw it
really.
in the dumpster, go get a new one. Sorry about the planet. Um,
Hey man, somebody will get it out for parts.
yeah, oh yeah. That so we had a thing at work where it's like the you can buy like the old used electronics and people will buy it. I'm like, yeah, so you saving money. I'm like, you know how much money
No.
is gonna cost you to like get this thing to first of all find the parts for this old outdated piece of garbage. You're gonna
Like
be at
renting a
pawn
10-year
shops
old
trying to.
car.
You gonna look like what's that dude? Doc. You gonna look like Doc Brown from Back to the Future trying to put this thing together. Your hair gonna be all over the place. You lose your
Marty!
mind. I ain't doing that. You crazy?
Great Scott!
Yeah. You got running your gym TV off a car battery. Come on,
Oh
man.
shoot.
You just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
13.8 gigawatts. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Carb said gym TVs are nice to have.
yeah.
Eric says, Eric says I have a Roku stick in the gym shed, and then you got 4 other ones in the house. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're
Yep.
so easy. Cause I was thinking like with I was like, oh well, maybe get like the Amazon, the Fire Stick, and all that. But dude, I'm telling you, it was just you know.
A good Bluetooth speaker, I think,
Oh
just
yeah.
man. Yeah, I'd go with like Anchor Soundcore. They make
Okay.
really, really nice speakers. Plus, you can use them. A lot of them you can use them like the party cast and stuff. You can use them outside. I mean, you
Okay.
can,
Yeah.
they're water resistant. So, they're insulated in the back. So, if it
Yeah.
rains and you're out there doing your thing, you're still good. So, and the battery life's amazing, man.
Yeah. We have a little Insmy INSMY that's just like it's like that. It's one of those water resistant ones. We actually use
Yeah.
it in the bathroom, like in the shower. So like I can listen to podcasts in the shower. Like if I'm
Okay.
listening to something, I get in the shower, I'm getting ready, whatever, I can continue listening. But we've
Yeah.
also used it in the because like what I was saying about the treadmill, you can't really hear the TV with the treadmill, right?
Right. Right.
So I'll cast it to the speaker, the Bluetooth speaker, and hang it behind me because it has like a little cord. Hang it
Yeah.
behind me so the sound is coming from behind me while I'm walking on a treadmill. So we've done that before too.
Yeah.
This is like crazy. So like Carp said, my first flat screen in 2007 was 1,400 for a 42 inch. Now
Oh
you can
man, I
get a
remember that.
60 inch for like $250. Yeah,
It's
I'm
so
telling you, it's
true.
like
So true.
that's why I'm like, why would you bother fixing a dang dumpster
God.
diving out here getting looking like you crazy trying to I don't know talking about vacuum tubes, which I don't even think they make anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my first, I think, yeah, it was a 42. And that sucker had like a fat back. I mean, and that was considered
yeah.
small. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I paid like, like maybe 900 for it. And
Yeah,
and my family would come over like, dude, that's a big TV. So it's
I mean,
like,
serious. And then you think about it, especially because the pandemic changed so much because we were watching movies that were being released
yeah, yeah,
on
same
the
day.
first release streaming. So people
Yeah,
are like, and we just sitting at home with nothing to do. People are ordering electronics. So you get these giant
yeah,
TVs fill up the entire wall of your house. You're like, yeah, why
yeah.
not? So, uh, that's actually so the TV that's in the office started out in the gym. It's like you have a progression. So like the newest one is in the
Yeah,
bedroom
they
or the living
evolved.
room.
They
And then you
just
kind of
move
like
over.
move, say, all right, well, we got a newer one. So now you're going to move to the gym or the whatever. So that's
See,
like the
I
progression.
started at the fry station and I worked my way over to the burger counter.
Hey, you
I'll be
work
working the
hard, man. We'll
register
let you
by
get on the
Wednesday.
register. We let you work hard and be dedicated. We'll let you get on the register sometimes
Oh shoot.
at night when the
At
rush is
night.
down.
Oh
All
man.
right. So Matt said we know how John's email got leaked now, and the Roku spy is confirmed. Hey, I don't know. All I'm saying to you is I want those people to stop sending me those emails asking me for
Nah,
to talk about to rep their janky products.
nah.
Matthew
They
says
they
I've
hit
got
you
no
on
TV in my
Instagram all the
gym.
time, huh?
He said I have an Alexa Echo. Okay, okay.
Oh, you
And
know what? I saw one of those.
Carp said nowadays you can't afford not to have a home gym TV. Yeah, I'm like, why would you? Because I remember now when we used to have just like a radio, you put a radio in the gym.
Yeah.
Because I remember listening to the radio. I remember for a while there, actually, I was listening to talk radio quite a bit in the gym. Because they would say something that made me mad, and they was like, oh, I should get extra reps because they made me mad, right? Um, but then, once we got into like watching the podcast, because a lot of times too, I'm watching stuff that I want to catch up on. So, like maybe content creators will make something and I don't have time to watch it any other time. So I just throw it on while I'm working out. You guys have seen some of my YouTube shorts where I've got
Yeah.
people's videos on because I try to keep up with what everybody else is talking about. That's how I
Right.
know when I bring the stuff up. It's like, oh, I saw your video, right? and and that's also why I don't necessarily comment because sometimes I'm watching it while I'm working out.
Mm.
So I don't have time to comment or whatever, and it's on the TV. I try to always hit like though, at least just for you to help you out with engagement and support people. Carp said before we're taking like a trip through time traveling through Carp's life, television watching life. He said before that he had a 35-inch, 360-pound tube TV. Yeah,
Duh.
remember the floor
Floor model?
models?
Yeah.
They had like the wood around it.
The
You
TV
thought
you
you
put
was you thought you
other
was doing
TVs on
something.
top of.
Yeah, and it stopped working. You put another TV on top
Just
of
put a
it.
TV on top, man.
That's funny.
Oh shoot.
That's funny, man.
Oh man.
So yeah, all right. So
The heck?
I'll talk about like I said. I mentioned lighting. Jared actually has some really good lighting in his home gym.
Yeah.
Mine is just some basic lights, recessed lights. But I know you guys have like a bunch of like LED stuff. Do you ever do anything like with LEDs? Through Best Buy or
I do
anything like that?
I do like smart bulbs.
Okay.
And but nothing like really cool because I mean they really focus on I guess stuff that they're not they don't think would normally sell. They'll like
Yeah.
send some stuff. Like okay, like when it comes to like PCs and stuff like that, they're like, let's send some out and see if we can get those. So but they won't
Gotcha.
send an Xbox. right? Because they know that's gonna
Of
sell,
course not. No, they
right?
don't need help selling that.
Right,
So
right. So,
I'm mad at Best Buy. It's not Recliner of Rage mad, but it's
are you
irritated.
sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. Because it was resolved pretty quick as I hung up. So
Ah,
what happened is, so I was looking for a screen extender for my laptop because I'm using my laptop to do the show right now, right?
mm,
And um, I said I need, and so I have a 17-inch screen.
okay.
So Best Buy has a extender for a 17-inch screen, right? So I was like, well, let me go in. I want to like check it out and see it before I spend money on it. That's why I didn't just buy it from Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So I called Best Buy yesterday. I said, hey, what I just told you. And they said, well, actually, the store's closed because it's holiday hours. I said, well, the holiday's not till tomorrow.
They,
So how can you be on holiday hours when the holiday ain't until tomorrow? I would accept it, not yesterday. Yeah. So I
it's
said, the
prep
holiday
time,
ain't
man.
until
Prep
tomorrow.
time.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're telling me, right? So then they said, well, you can order it and the screen extender will be available for pickup by 6 a.m. Friday morning. I said, yeah. Well, I said, that's not going to help me because the thing I need it for starts at 6. So
Yeah.
that's not going to help. They said, oh, well, we do understand that, sir. But I promise you it'll be very useful for you. All you have to do is pick it up at 6 a.m. It's okay. I feel like we're not communicating. I
Dang
feel
it,
like,
Fernando.
I'll take ownership. I didn't say it clearly enough. It
No,
won't
you did.
help me because I need it before 6 a.m.
That
and you won't have
conversation
it
was
ready
like,
till 6 a.m. And she
yes, sir,
said,
but we understand that but you'd really like this product if you
yeah.
just
And
come
like she
pick it up
started
at
telling me
6.
about how much I would like it. I said, I'm sure I would like it. So that's when I lost it. I said,
You
okay, look, I'm sure
understand.
I would like it if it was available at 6 a.m. If available before 6 a.m. But it ain't. So I'll never know, will I? so,
Yeah.
so
That-
I appreciate all your help. Thank you so much. Thank you for even answering the phone to talk to me. But I'm out. But for
yeah.
that reason, I'm out.
So you ended up did you go to Amazon or what did you do?
My wife had a screen extender,
Ah,
but it's for a small, so it tops out at 16 inches.
oh, okay.
So I'm using it right now. What we have is it's got a stand, so it's rigged up, be not on my laptop, but behind my laptop.
God dang, dude.
Kind of
Okay.
like it's literally leaning like this and kind of cocked up on a stand, propped up a little bit, so I
Uh,
can.
hey man, do what you gotta do. You know.
Hey, current. You know what? I tell you what. I'll do this for those of y'all. If you're following me on Threads, you'll be able to see this because I'm gonna take a picture of the current setup we got going on right here. All right. Wow. All right. That's everything except for my um what you call that thing? The my case with all my extra stuff like batteries and all that kind of stuff. So that's everything on screen except for that. Yeah. All right. This is amazing. This is amazing power technology. I just took a picture of myself doing a video. And I'm posting
Hey,
on Threads so y'all can see it.
I've taken pictures of myself watching your videos while working out watching your videos.
Yeah.
While being at work.
Current setup. Hold up. Let's see.
I
Current
don't even know
live
how that
stream
works.
setup. So those of y'all who are watching on Threads can see it right now. All right, there you go. All right, what's up, Jay? Hey, Jay, by the way, before I forget, I told you to wait and not to buy all that stuff you were talking about buying from Bells of Steel until today. Today's the day. Today's the day, Jay. Seize your destiny. Go to Bells of Steel, use my affiliate link, or use my affiliate link. Let's not forget that part. And then go to Bells of Steel and buy to your heart's content. There you go. What's up, man? Kurt says, do people use Threads? Apparently, yeah, there's a bunch of
Hey
people out there.
man, I'm all about threads, man.
I
Love me some
mean,
threads.
apparently there are people who are even using that new one, Blue Sky. I ain't going over there, but they're using Blue Sky and they're happy about that. And there's still people over on the X app. So whatever. But the thing I like about Threads is because I can post links and pictures, whereas Instagram doesn't let you post the links and pictures. I
Yeah.
anticipate that at some point Instagram is going to just roll Threads into Instagram like it did with IGTV, where it was a separate
Yeah.
thing for a while. Then they rolled it in together. And it's like, yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
just hang in there, buddy. Especially since it's the same Instagram, it's the same handle as Instagram. Like your
Yeah.
Threads name and your Instagram name are the same. You just be patient. Jay said I need a set of dumbbells and my gym is officially complete. Yeah. So to quote a famous philosopher, isn't that cute? But it's wrong. Your gym is
It's
never
wrong.
complete. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel complete. You're gonna feel good for a little bit. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, I need to get.
Did he just quote a
Y'all tell
cartoon?
that dude, man. Y'all better talk to this dude. I don't want him to have his hopes up and then they go to when next thing you know he's gonna
Yep.
start wanting to buy more stuff. Your
Oh
gym is
God.
complete for now. You can just go
Yeah.
ahead and get that. Let's get your hopes back down. Your
That is
gym,
so true. That is so
you
true.
like, oh, my gym is complete. No, it ain't. You will
Shit.
always find something else
You're done this
because
week.
even just the upgrade thing, right? So it's like, oh, I got everything I need. Yeah, but then you're gonna start seeing stuff you want. So
Yep.
yeah. Am I telling? Hey, y'all in the chat?
It's true.
Am I
It's
not
true.
saying the truth? It's
Oh yeah.
you got everything you need.
I just
but
want a
you
weight
ain't got
bench. Oh
everything
yeah,
you
get a
want.
weight bench. And then you end up with a punching bag, end up with jump ropes, and just like what? It happens.
Stuff that you aren't even thinking about now. You're like,
Yeah.
you know what? I
Hey,
really do need that Swiss ball.
let me get that landmine attachment so I could do some T-bar row lifts. Yeah, let's
What are
just
you gonna
yeah.
attach it to? You don't have anything attached to
We'll
landmine
figure
to.
it
You know
out.
what? That's right. I need to buy something to attach my landmine to.
There you go. There you go. That's it. Rope pull down. Need the rope attachment. Need all of that. Yeah.
Got a rope pull
Yeah.
down. Got nothing to pull down with it. So
Oh, now you need
it
more
must be.
weights.
It's meant to be that I buy this.
Yeah.
Otherwise this rope pull down handle just gonna go to waste.
Hey, look,
So I gotta buy
I admire his candor in going, hey, you know what? This is all I need. So you know what?
yeah.
Let that man live his dream right now. I mean, 'cause you know it. You can have a whole new building later on.
He said I got the Fringe Sport timer clock. That thing is sweet. Yeah, I actually, I remember when I was like, I don't need that. At the time I was wearing a watch. I said, man, I can tell the time on my watch. I got a phone that tells me what time it is, but I need that clock for. Yeah, it's a good idea. I agree with
Mm.
you 100%. Get that timer clock put up on the wall so you can just look over there and see what time it is.
Yeah,
It
because
just
you
it's
know
just
how
something
hard it
about
is to do planks and stare at your watch constantly.
Mm. Or
Oh
look at
man.
your or like you're doing a stretch and it's like awkward, and so you can't really see the and you're trying to reach out. So hold on. You're trying to like, okay, hold up. Okay, did I lose it? Yeah,
It's not a good idea.
yeah,
Spinal issues.
yeah. I'm a big fan of the timer clock. All right, okay. Well, all right, man. So what else you got? And also let us know what else you got coming up on your channel that we can keep an eye out for.
See, I did say that I was just watching a video of yours earlier in the week. Was it earlier this week? I think it was earlier this week.
I don't
You
know.
were
I wasn't
talking.
there with you. Actually, hold up. By definition, if you watched it before this show, it was earlier in the week.
You
Just
oh,
throwing that
you know
out
what?
there.
So
Oh, no, I'm the problem. I'm sorry.
I'm the uncoachable one here, sir. So yeah, since I've been kind of on a roll, and I just installed a new sound bar. I thought was really it looked complicated, but it was just so easy. There's an LG sound bar, things like this freaking thin, like for a 65-inch TV. But
Mm,
I saw your last video.
don't
That
show
video,
that. Kurt doesn't like Kurt Locker doesn't like massage guns, so
huh?
we try not to talk about massage guns
Oh, I'm
around
sorry.
Kurt.
What? Huh? Oh, okay. So
Nah, go ahead. You saw my video about a different product and you decided to buy that. Okay, I'm listening.
no. What had happened was, remember? Okay, in your video, you were talking about uh, expensive versus affordable or cheap, as it were. And yeah, so
Worthless versus worth it. Let's call it like that.
yeah. But that could go both ways, though. Sometimes you can spend all that money and still get trash. So, but yeah, this is the what is this? The Prime Plus, because they just
That's a
keep
Theragun, isn't it?
update. Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah. What I was checking out on yours, like you were doing one that actually had cool attachments. I mean, it had a cool session. That's only got heat. So I'm like, there's a cooling freaking feature. Yeah, see. Okay, so Kurt, it's not
The
just me. It's not just me, man.
no.
See, he
I
pulled
mean,
out his
I
gun
do
too.
understand what Kurt says when he says I don't believe in the effectiveness outside of placebo. I think it depends on what you're using it for. Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna make you feel better, but is it gonna make you a better athlete? Nah,
Mm-mm.
because you're still the same person you were before you're the
This
same.
this goes this goes back
It doesn't
to
like
what you were
activate your
just saying like
bionics or
5 minutes
something.
ago. Like you just never know what else you're gonna buy, right? You thought
Yeah.
you were done creating your gym, and here you go buying guns. So yeah, I get it. So yeah, I thought I'd bring that up because that was a really good video.
Well,
Plus, a
thank
lot of
you.
your stuff is good. You know.
Actually, I'm glad you said something about that because that video. So it was live for members. So if you remember the Garage Gym Life YouTube channel, you already saw
Hmm.
that video.
Yep.
But if you were not, that video will premiere for the public when this show is over.
I'll be sure
And
to share that.
so it will actually. So this will actually redirect you when the show ends. It will redirect you to that video that all the members already saw. It'll redirect you to that video.
Yeah, let's
Um,
share that to
like
your
right
social
away.
media accounts and stuff. Because you know.
So basically, it'll be public, but you won't have to like. If you're watching this show now, um, it'll automatically redirect you to there, and if you're watching it on replay, it will be in the end screen, so you'll automatically see it.
Yeah,
So you don't have to go
yeah,
hunting for it. So
right.
this is what. So to answer your question about the cooling, uh, yeah, I just did a full video about it here. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere, Carlos. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the thing. We're doing it live.
Doing it live.
So, uh, this is it right here. Press
Mm.
this. All right,
All
now it's
right.
on, and that's the cooling setting. So this part of the massage gun is not on yet, and this is the cool setting. This is cold, so this gets down to 50 degrees,
Oh, that's nice.
and you can see. Here we go. Yeah. So when it's blue, I'm trying to angle it so you can see that that's blue.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Green is cold. All right, and let me cut it off and it'll cut off and it's saying you can actually you should be able to hear. I think you could hear the little fan going,
Yeah.
and then if you want to do there's another setting right here. Turn it on. I feel I'm on the Home Shopping Network. So now this is the hot
That's yellow.
setting. So this is on warm. Now that's
Oh,
hot.
that's hot. That's
See how
hot.
red that is? So that
Oh
goes up
yeah.
to 113 degrees Fahrenheit,
Mm.
or the average water temperature that women like to bathe in.
I mean,
Boil
I'm sorry.
themselves. They're not. They're
Producers in
not
the
taking
back.
a bath. They're boiling the germs off. They're boiling the germs alive.
Hey
That's what they're
man,
doing.
sterilization is sterilization, man.
Oh yes, you know
Do what you
yeah,
gotta do.
okay, whatever. Do what you gotta do. Anyway, but yeah. So for me, it's more like it just to me it just I say it in the video too. These don't replace proper mobility routine and proper warm up. But
Yeah.
what I find that it is helpful for, especially we were in the car like 8 hours,
Mm.
and then the week before we were in the car for 8 hours each way because we had to drive to the live stream, so it was like 7 hours and change. But we actually drove to Andrew's house first, then drove to where we were to the hotel. Then from the hotel drove to where we are gonna do the live stream. So actually, so we probably ended up with like 10 hours in the car. Then we drove home another 7 hours and change. And we just, spending that much time sitting in a car compressed, you kind of start getting tight. And
Yeah.
so for me, that's when this came in clutch. I look at this dude. Why are you always choosing violence? I didn't say I was disagreeing with you. I said I get your point. He's like, that's literally placebo. Yeah, I agree with you. You proved my point. That's what I do, Kurt. See, he's like expecting me to argue with him. I'm actually not arguing with you. I agree with you. So don't expect it to change your life in terms of making you a better athlete, more effective as a lifter, or anything else. All you're gonna do is you're gonna feel better in your in the moment. But I would definitely not use this in place of any sort of what I said. Number one, a sound mobility routine, and then number two, in the moment specific to whatever you're about to do, like a movement specific warm up, right? Um, well, general warm up, then a movement specific warm up, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
See,
So
that's we just have different intervals of heat. So, and yeah,
yeah,
that
well,
that does get
you
hot
asked
though.
me about the cold, and like that one
Yeah, 'cause
has
that's
cold
pretty
as well
cool.
as
Yeah.
yeah. So I use the cold when the workout's over or whatever. Uh, Jay says 26. Hold on a second. Jay says 26 years as a trucker. I understand the stiffness. Let's begin by saying pause. Then also, yeah, I got you. What? What? What I say? What? What I say? What I
I
say?
dropped something. Sorry.
But yeah, you like you
uh,
just in the car, man, like that long. Especially, and I say this too in a way. I know you gotta get out of here, but there's the other thing I think about too is that when you are used to moving, like the average person, people who don't do anything, they don't lift or whatever,
yeah.
their bodies I don't think suffer as much from being in the car and lack of movement because they just use
And
that's
they're
just
used to doing
Monday.
it. Yeah, freaking
Yeah, that's
turtles.
just Monday, right?
Yeah.
But if you're used to moving a whole lot and then you put your body in a situation where you can't move for like 10, 12 hours, because
Oh
when
yeah.
else are you going to be in a situation where you don't move for like 10 hours? You don't stand up, move around. That's just not how we are. That's not how we live
Yeah.
our lives. So you put yourself in that position, your body starts to rebel. And so, for me, something like that is good because it helps, like, just help you start the relaxation
Yeah.
process. Now, if I had my choice, I wouldn't use that. I would use
Right.
instead, well, I might take a warm shower. I might do the sauna or whatever. But it's kind of hard to fit a sauna in this. So, yeah.
Give them a minute. They'll figure it out.
I mean,
I
Ant
saw
Man
some
might have a
things.
way, but I don't.
Them pen particles. Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah. So there's that. All right, man. What else? Before I let you go, tell everybody where they can find you. Let me go ahead and I should have done this earlier, but everybody go ahead and check this dude out. Carlos, let them know where they can find your stuff.
Well, you can find me at CBS True Consumer Reviews on Instagram and Threads and CBS TCR on YouTube. And if you're up for some stupid stuff, then look for me on TikTok. As long as it's still there.
Wow. Okay. You managed to promote yourself and depress everybody at the same time. Thanks. That's
That's what I do.
yeah, that is accurate. All right. That's definitely yeah.
Tell it. I'm
All right,
taking
man. Hey, I
classes from
appreciate you
Dresden.
getting up way too early with me, man, and coming up here. This is the day after Thanksgiving. You could be doing all kinds of other stuff with your time, but
Uh,
I appreciate you coming on
it's always a
and
pleasure,
hanging
man.
out. All right, man. Go and enjoy yourself, plug and junk in, and we'll talk to you later. All right, man. Later.
Cheers.
All right. That is our guy Carlos, Carlito to his friends. We got Matthew Porter coming up in about 10 minutes. Matthew, are you all good? Did I forget to send you the link, supposedly? Did I forget to send you the link to join the interview? If I need to, I will send it to you. You know what? I'm just gonna send it to you anyway. Just in case, because y'all say I didn't send the link. I'm gonna do the right thing and I'm gonna send Matthew the link again. Because I know I sent it, but I'm gonna know I sent it. Alright? That way I'm not the obstacle. I don't want to be the one that's holding up progress here. So nope. Porter Phys Ed. Boom. Link. Alright. Alright, cool. So I just sent it out again. Alright, let's catch up with the comments because I know we got started talking about different things. Matt says Johnception. That's right. A whole lot of Coach Carp television talk. And Matt Welch trying to convince us that the English. So basically, the English do everything that's Thanksgiving related. They just don't call it Thanksgiving. Okay. So you may as well just call it Thanksgiving. Okay, whatever. All right, man, whatever. National The Convicts Left Day. Okay, I mean, like I said, you guys have a holiday dedicated to a dude trying to blow up your government buildings. But, whatever. There's one that I felt like, okay. No, Jared, I did not. The dog did not get John Wick for chewing the internet cable. And the dog tried to hypnotize my wife later on, looking at my wife with those basset hound eyes, and I was like, "Nah, man, you ain't gonna." I resist you because you cause havoc, chew through my Ethernet cable. But it's all good. All right, Matthew Porter is getting ready to come on board. All right, he's tanned, he's rested, he's ready to make things happen. He is not done the thing. So I'm gonna do it for him. I don't call him Matty Ice. All right. First of all, good morning. It is now 6 a.m. for the Mountain Time Zone. Thank you for getting up way too early with Garage Gym Life. I thank you guys for being here. It's amazing that I got 481 people up on Black Friday watching me ramble about, Coach Carp's gym television history, and watching us talk about massage guns and things like that. But I appreciate you hanging out with you guys. It's always a very, very good time. And our next guest is going to be just as much fun. He's actually going to be revealing some information to you guys. So I haven't gotten the full gotten all the details myself. So this is going to be revealing a reveal for me as well. I cannot wait. And we can only get this dude on when school's not in session. So I appreciate my guy. Matthew Porter taking some time to be on the show. But before we go, hey, Carp, exactly. If you don't have a gym TV, how you gonna watch Garage Gym Life? If you wanna, you need to treat yourself. If you don't hate yourself, you need a gym TV so you can watch Garage Gym Life. And let's go ahead. Matt, are you ready? Matthew? Yep. Good to go? All right, so I got the thumbs up from Matthew. He's so serious every time he comes on here. Let's go ahead. I didn't give Carlos. Hey, Carlos, I apologize. I didn't give you the theme song, but I will atone by giving Matthew the theme song.
What's up?
Straight out of Florida. It's
I'm
a
not in
crazy
Florida
dude
right
called
now.
Matthew.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Cool. Yep, I can hear you good.
Yeah. Straight out of Florida is a crazy dude called Matthew.
Yeah, I'm not in Florida right now.
Making products for
North
me
Carolina.
and you. Yeah, but you were in Florida when you woke up before you went to North Carolina. Do you still have Florida plates on your car?
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. So back to my song. Straight out of Florida, crazy dude called Matthew. I'm relentless, okay? You can tell me where you're from. I know where you're from. You can't trick me. All right. So Carp said, here comes your cheering section. Said big inventor influencer. I know, man. He's straight up. And look, I just glad that you still remember the little people as you're making it big right now, man.
Hey, I gotta find one that'll take off.
I'm just saying, man. Joey Echeverria says, my man. Kurt Locker says, MF Porter. Yup. You dang right I got bars, man. I'm a dang lyricist. Carp said, I just told a dude about Matthew yesterday. He came by, picked something up, and said he just got the new single stack tower. And I said, well, Matthew Porter is your guy. Dude, I actually argued with a dude. I don't understand. This is completely has nothing to do with what we were supposed to be talking about, but that's all right. That's why you're here. Tangents.
Yeah, no worries.
So,
I got time.
This dude was arguing with me about whether or not your product should exist. And what I mean by that is he said that he agreed that there are limitations for the Bells of Steel single stack tower, right? But he said the solution wasn't to buy your products. Let's back up. We started with the premise that somebody already owns the Bells of Steel single stack cable tower. His solution was that they shouldn't then go buy your products. No, they should get rid of the Bells of Steel cable tower and instead go buy the Eon Fit Omni. And I'm like, but if you already own the bells of steel cable tower, all you need is the attachment. I don't understand why you already own it. I don't understand you. And he never got, like, he refused. That's when I was like, your cousin works at Eon Fit Omni, right? That's gotta be it. Like, you, your cousin's in product development at Eon Fit Omni, because what you're saying makes no sense. I'm just saying, if you already own the single stack cable tower, then Matthew's attachments will give you additional functionality. That's all I'm saying. I don't even understand why that's hard to understand.
Yeah, it's
You
like you
already
already have
have
it, and especially if it was the stack tower, like that's a like really expensive piece.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't understand that thought process. So, but anyway, so yes, I agree. Matthew is the dude. Oh, we have a question. It says, what part of Florida is Matthew from?
I'm just outside of Tampa.
Just outside of Tampa. All right. Was there any truth to the rumor that you got the Miami Vice theme song playing in your car when you ride around town?
No.
I'm just asking. I don't know what you do. I'm just asking questions. Okay. All right. Says Porter, the mad cable attachment genius. And Carp said, yeah, the dude I was talking was like, somebody should make this and turn it into a cable cross type of thing. I said, well, somebody already does that. His name is Matthew Porter. He's got a particular set of skills. All right.
I just can't help have an idea. Have to make it become a reality.
Of course.
Might not work, but
thank you,
I'm
Joey. Joey, I appreciate you understanding what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, attachments are better than buying a whole new tower. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, all right. And yeah, we mentioned that earlier in the sale. So the Bells of Steel cable stack tower is on sale for 12% off for anybody who is looking. And that is why it just made sense to bring Matthew on. I actually wanted to bring you on last week, but your schedule just didn't work out for it. So let's talk about it. We don't want to like bury the lead anymore. What is this product that you want to reveal to us? Go ahead. I'm gonna give you the big screen. It's a big day.
So I have a kind of a DIY project. I kind of threw some different pieces together and made a cable attachment. I really liked it, but there was a couple little things I wanted to change and tweak. So I reached out to a manufacturer and then actually FNF Steel, and we're actually going to be working on creating something called the Eclipse grip. It kind of puts together a couple of different things that other people have done and kind of done it a little bit differently. It actually is live on the website right now. So we can go in there and look at the renders, but I'm going to actually put it on for pre-sale.
It is live on your website right now for the renders?
It's live for pre-sale right now. So the renders are up there right now. The actual product,
let me go check it out. What's it called?
Won't be the Eclipse grip. So it's going to be all blacked out. So it's going to be, the top piece is going to be a swivel piece. It's from Egg Weights. And then the bottom is going to be a complete solid piece of aluminum that's going to be anodized black.
All right, so I just went on your website. I'm looking for it. So hold on a second. I'll tell you what here's what we'll do. I'll share the screen, and then you can help me find the specific thing. All right, so let's go to catalog.
Yeah.
All right. So am I in the right spot, or do I need to go to home?
You should be. Let me see if I can. Maybe
so I see the fly arm attachment. I see the lap pull down attachment. The leg holder attachment, the famous leg holder attachment, and then the belt squat handle. Or is this the thing that you share with me on Instagram?
Yeah.
All right. So let's just do that. Go to my messages and. No. Math. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that this isn't a. Actually, I'm trying to find okay, so this is a better picture of it. All right, so I'll share this tab instead. All right, you guys see that nice and clear?
Yeah. So this is the initial prototype.
Okay.
So this is basically the shape it's going to be, but the bottom is going to be a little bit wider, and I think it's going to be a shorter grip. Actually, Jared has another prototype of this as well.
All right, so let's see here. Nice. Wait, Jones, Eon Fit. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna star this because we've got. It looks like we got more cousins of Eon Fit Omni in the chat. I'll come back to them in a second, but I want to focus on this for a second. All right, so when let's talk about a timeline because you said it's available for pre-order right now, right?
Mhm.
Pre-sale. What would be
Yep.
like the turnaround time if like so somebody ordered it today? And I think Jared said he's got the prototype handle in his gym.
Yep.
It says not exactly how it will look, but it's legit. It says nice with a spin, shorter handle for optimal leverage at all times. So, what's your turnaround time from when somebody, let's say somebody placed an order today, when would they be able to potentially have it in their hands? Is this something they can have by Christmas?
It'll be a little after Christmas. It's probably gonna be January.
Okay, okay.
So it's like 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. Okay.
Mhm.
And is that? I'm assuming as you get more orders for it because you say you're partnering with F&F Steel, right?
Yep.
So as the order, let's say the orders go up in bulk, they'll be more likely to stock them, and so then
So
that would shorten your wait time.
yeah, we're actually doing a pretty well. There's basically going to be 100 made.
Okay, so it's
So
gonna be
as
100
long as
in
you're
initial
one of the
pre-order.
first 100 to order, then you'll be able to get it as quickly as they all are made. Basically,
Gotcha. And this comes as a pair
it's sold individually, or you can buy them as a pair as
individually.
well.
So you could So this would be something you could do like kickbacks. I'm just thinking of the possibilities now. Oh man, so like over one arm overhead extensions,
Hmm.
which is an underrated. So let's back up. So let's say you have shoulder pain, and it's because your lats are tight. One of the most underrated movements that's also still doesn't add to your workout because you're still working out is an over one arm overhead tricep extension. So this would be excellent for it because the problem with a dumbbell is you lose resistance at a certain part of the range of motion, right? So this one, from what I'm picturing it in my head, is going to give you continuous range of motion if you were to use a handle like this, and
Yep,
it's a
and a
lot
lot of
better
times,
than grabbing the ball, just the ball. I know people sometimes will just grab the ball from the that's at the end of the cable, but this is a lot better because it's just going to feel better on your hands. What were we gonna
yeah,
say?
and with that the swivel at the top, you're able to go it from different angles. You don't have like the cable binding up on you as well.
Nice. All right, so
So if you go back to the website, I think
all right,
I think I just didn't put publish.
you're holding out on us. All right, so we're here. Let me go ahead and refresh then. Let's see if this will refresh. There we go. Yeah. So it said sold out because obviously it's what you call it. All right, so it's $75 for one. There we go. While you guys are there, make sure you subscribe to the emails so you can know about new or offers and stuff like that. Is if you want to buy it with Shop Pay, does that throw anything off?
It should if you have like your account like Shop Pay account, you can get like if you use Shopify websites, you'll get like a bit of money every time. You should be able to use it there as well.
Okay. Well, and the other thing I was saying about that is because sometimes Shop Pay says, okay, well you can pay in installments, but that doesn't really work if it's like a pre-order. So
No,
if you've never used Shop Pay, just try it. If you go on there, because like he's saying, like with Shop Pay, you can save you buy something and then you can say you end up earning. I don't want to like you earn money towards your next purchase if you use Shop Pay. So that's pretty cool.
All right, so I just made an adjustment on here, so it should be if you refresh one more time, you should be able to actually purchase now for the pre-sale. So it shouldn't be sold out anymore.
All right, let's go ahead and refresh it again. Hang on.
I think.
So this is live.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
All right, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man, I like that, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely get one. I like it. So let's talk about how some of the features of it. So it's anodized in black. It's the integrated swivel. Egg Weights is a legit company. Um, looks like it looks like there's a little bit of knurling on the handle.
Yep, handing's gonna be and it will be knurled.
All right,
It'll be
and
a high TPI with mountain knurl.
okay. I like that. I like the little touches, man, are nice. Like you've got the Porter Physed logo on the bottom. Just those little things, those little touches I like. and it's aluminum, so it's not super heavy, I would assume.
Yeah, because
Uh,
the other time when I've had handles like this before, the handle itself has been heavier, and then a lot
yeah,
of times if you let go of the handle, that especially if you have a knob or something on the end, that would be because this is going to be all metal. It would like swing
okay,
back at your tower. And then if it's metal on metal, like a steel
yeah,
on steel, you could actually dent your stuff. Or like this is like you don't want to do it because it's going to dent the handle itself,
you're right.
but your handle is cheaper than your tower or whatever
Yeah,
cable
yeah,
machine
yeah.
you're using.
So it's 1.5 inch diameter grip, 3 inch base. Nice. So you not so even with the knurling, even if the knurling for some reason doesn't keep you from slipping, it's got the wider base. It's gonna stop
Mm-hmm.
your hand from slipping off, start getting sweaty and stuff like that. I like that, man.
Yeah, and
All right,
there's
so I'm
a
gonna I'm gonna
small
stop
taper as
sharing.
well.
I've got the link to your website, and in fact, I will put the link to this specific thing in the. Hang on a second here. I'm putting it in the live chat for those of you guys who are watching on replay. This will be in the video description as well, so you will still be able to find it. So but right now, everybody who's watching live, let me just go ahead and throw that right in there, so you guys can check it out. All right, uh, B dog. I promise I will not forget to talk about why I don't like Eon Fit or Omni Eon Fit. What? Yeah. All right. But before we talk about that tangent, let's say Jared had a comment. All right, yeah, I 100% agree with that. He said it's cool, gang. Go support our boy and get a great product for cable work. I 100% agree. Like I'm already looking at it like, hey, what we got over here? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All right. uh and my wife is Latina, so we got Three Wise Kings Day that's in January. So we'll just say that's my Three Wise Kings Day gift. Good point. So Jared brought up another potential use for it. He says pronated, supinated delt work would be fantastic with this handle, mid and rear. Yeah, because you could do like one arm. It just expands your options for laterals. Any kind of lateral
Yep.
movement. Yeah, I like that. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, my
And
favorite
yes, it
for it
is
is
American
hammer
made.
curls. Yep, yes it is. I'm not doing a
So
very
they
good job of
revoke your
advertising
citizenship
all
if
my
it's
little
American
pieces.
made.
Jared's helping me out.
Hey, you might need to put him on the payroll, dude. Uh, look who woke up way too early with Garage and like, what's up, Jake? What's up, man? Um, and let's see here. And Jared said he sent me the DM of the one he has. All right, let's head on over to Instagram. Look at my other DMs. That's part of why you come to this show, because y'all get to slide into my DMs and see what's going on in there all the time. All right, so oh cool. Okay, hang on a second. Let me share that tab because he sent a video. I'm assuming it's not a video of him using it, but still, there's value in it. In seeing it there, right there. I want to talk about your other stuff too. All right,
Yep.
so nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. I can see what you're talking about, where like the difference in the base is a little bit different.
Yep.
But yeah, that looks. I like that, man. That looks nice.
Yeah, so his is all steel. His is actually the last piece that I cut out with my plasma cutter before it broke down on me.
Okay, okay, it's dope, man. Okay,
Yeah,
all
so
right.
his with his being all steel though, he has to be careful like letting go, especially that base is being so
Yeah, so
thin
it'll ding
of
his
like knocking into
cable
stuff.
tower. Uh, People sending me attachments. Ah, okay. So we just got a word of a sale. I will. People are messaging me that they have Black Friday sales. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I want to focus on Matthew stuff right now. All right. So, so yeah. So we're all up in your business. Uh, so Matthew, let's talk about the cable stack tower, and let me go ahead and take this banner off here real quick while we talk. Um, you've got the leg holder. Well, let me back up. So Andrew and Kat were on here, and they pointed out correctly that this one of the things about the Bells of Steel cable stack tower is that people use it as a lat pull down. It's actually not a lat pull down. I look at it like it's kind of like is like what CrossFit is to strength sports. It's not powerlifting, it's not strongman, it's not Olympic lifting, but it's something that's like a mixture of all. It's got elements of all of those.
Mhm.
So the cable stack tower can be used for these things with modifications here and there. one of the modifications is the fly arm attachments that you make. Um, have you seen people have any issues, especially if they decide not to bolt it down and they're using your fly arm attachment? So let's talk about that thing first.
So with the fly arm attachments, the piece really does need to be bolted down, or have some sort of like mounting to like at least like a stud at the top. It doesn't have to be bolted to the floor.
Right.
It's just one where like you start getting like it's the angle you're pulling with the flies ends up getting it where it wants to tip the tower.
Right.
If like you have the leg holder or you have, I make a back pad as well that you can kind of
Right.
message me for. If you brace yourself off of that, you're actually leaning against the tower. You can prevent the tower from moving.
Right.
Um, but
Because
it's
that's
one
what
where
I
like,
was saying to
you
you
really
is
need to
like
have
if you
some
have the
sort of
leg holder. That's what I was saying. If you have the leg holder, you're sitting down on the bench. The leg holder is going to stop it from tipping because
mhm.
the leg holder is going to hit you in the legs. So
Yep.
yeah. Okay, but go ahead, man. I cut you off.
Yeah, and then like for the lat pull downs, like because you're gonna be putting your feet on, like usually you'll sit down, you'll put your feet on those front posts or behind it. That angle that you're gonna be pulling from ends up having where it doesn't pull at that 45-degree angle where it's gonna tip. And as long as you're not like pulling that entire stack, you'll probably good to where it's not gonna tip on you. But it is
Okay.
something where like, I don't recommend using it like that, just because I don't want any liability of like it
Yeah.
tips and falls on top of you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there we go. Now, Matthew, you do not have to comment on this, all right? Because you don't need to get into this battle if you. I mean, you feel free to answer, because he's directly coming at you, right? But if you don't want to jump in this fight, you don't have to. So, B dog, B dog. First of all, thank you for checking out the show. I think this is your first time, so I do appreciate you coming on here. Um, and so I'm not ignoring you. I will tell you, because you don't know me, that you do not have a battery in my back. So I don't hop in, I ain't Pavlov's dog. So just because you say you want me to talk about something right away, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. And the more you harass me, the further down the chain you go. Because again, you ain't my daddy. So that being said, let's back up a little bit. And what I say about the Eon Fit Omni, since I've had it, and I've also had the Bells of Steel cable stack. The reason why I was turned off to the Eon Fit Omni in the beginning, never having touched the Bells of Steel cable stack, because when I went to put together the Eon Fit Omni, it was not user friendly to put together. The way that you thread the cable through the arms was just flat out, for lack of a better phrase, annoying. And I've put together a ton. I haven't put together as much equipment as some people who are watching this, but I've put together a lot of equipment. So I end up having to phone a friend, no joke. I said, hey man, and I FaceTimed, it was Dennis Solis, and I said, hey dude, look at this thing, man. What do you think about it, right? And I said, we're trying to figure out how to run this cable through, right? Because the instructions that came with it were not helpful. And in fact, the way that we ended up actually figuring out how to run it was the opposite of the way that they said to run it in their instructional video. So it was misleading. That's one. Number two, from a safety standpoint, the Bells of Steel cable stack has, yes, you're supposed to bolt it down, but it also gives you options for if you don't want to bolt it down that are, in my opinion, superior to the options if you don't want to bolt it down, if you don't want to bolt the Eon Fit Omni down. So I had a 95-pound dumbbell and a 100-pound sandbag, both holding down the Eon Fit Omni, and I still didn't feel comfortable putting weight on it because it felt like it would start to tip if I went over. It's plate loaded, so if I had more than 25s on either side of the thing, it didn't feel good. It felt like it was gonna tip. That's two. Number three, because it is plate loaded, as I said, you have to be very careful to not load plates on just one side. So you have to load plates on both sides. Whereas the Bells of Steel cable stack that I have is a selectorized stack. So I don't have to worry about that at all. And since I don't have to worry about that at all, it's superior because something that I don't have to worry about is better than something I do have to worry about. Four, the price thing that people talk about with the Eon Fit Omni is ludicrous because they're comparing the plate-loaded Eon Fit Omni to the selectorized stack of the Bells of Steel cable tower instead of comparing the Bells of Steel plate loaded to the Eon Fit Omni plate loaded. If I compare both of those, so it's apples to apples, it's still a superior design product that's more durable, more user friendly, allows me additional weight storage if I choose. None of which the Eon Fit Omni offers. The only thing I can tell you that the Eon Fit Omni offers that the Bells and Steel cable stack doesn't offer are that the arms are integrated to it and it comes with a leg holder. But I can live with that because I know someone who makes good, high quality, American made attachments that are, in my opinion, not only having seen them once at Home Gym Con, again, are superior to the craftsmanship of the Eon Fit Omni. So for those reasons, and those are just four, I can give you more, but that's enough for you to start and chew on. Those are why I feel like it's not a superior product. It may be more budget friendly and make more sense for you in the moment because, it doesn't matter if something's like a BMW is better than a Hugo, but if I can only afford a Hugo, well, guess what? I'm going to get a Hugo, all right? My kitted out Festiva, all right? Whatever. It's what you can afford, but you also have to think about safety as well. So do you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you can speak to some of the safety concerns with the Eon Fit Omni better than I can because you got a little bit more information about that. So yeah, there we go. I think we're caught up now.
Yeah, so the Eon Fit Omni, it's like I've had a lot of people like reach out to me, like they saw my stuff and then they were looking to see if something like that existed already, and then the Eon Fit Omni kind of popped up after my stuff got published on Instagram and things like that. So my big complaint with the Eon Fit Omni is the arms, like the width of them, it's not long enough, and a lot of people that reach out to me, those pieces have the arms have broken when they started using heavier loads, especially when the arms are out wider. So it's one of these like it makes me a little tentative and a little concerned when like you're looking those that thinner steel running through a very long arm like that. Where it's like mine, I use 11 gauge steel and I put it on the back post, so it's actually a little bit more secure than having it where it's on the front, where it has to be you have to move it up and down. And then you also because they're shorter, it's easier to move up and down, but you lose that functionality of the arms themselves because they're not long enough to get those like they're just bigger and deeper stretches for your fly movements.
All right, well, let's go to this one first. Keith said, "What hurt worse, the broken foot or your broken plasma cutter?" Emotional damage.
My foot was pretty bad.
It's like he had like 100 Instagram videos with his foot up in the air. It's like this dude's like gonna be the pec fly king.
Oh man,
Man,
that was that foot injury was bad. That was a nail going right through my ankle.
yeah. Oh man. All right. So back to B Dog. All right. And I will say this too, man. This is part of the reason I basically do these live because I actually do like the back and forth. So I could say if you watch the average podcast or listen to the average podcast and you have a question, you put a comment, right? Then you have to wait for them to come back. And let's say it's a guest like you. Well, then what I would have to do is reach out to you and say, hey, this guy's got a question. Can you come back? Take time out of your whatever you're doing to come back and answer the question. Whereas here, you can just answer it directly. So I love this interaction.
Mhm.
So he said, let's go back here. He says, no hate on Matt. I just don't get the difference. And he said, the adjustability of the Omni is better because it won't tip. You can put it lower. Okay. So once again, I'm going to say it like this. If I'm starting out and I have neither, okay, then I'm going to make choices just like you make a choice about what power rack to get. You've picked the one that fits your budget and hopefully that will keep you safe while you're training. All right. But if I already have a Bells of Steel cable stack, which I do, it makes no sense. Actually, let me back up even more. I didn't pay for the Eon Fit Omni, and I didn't pay for the Bells of Steel cable stack because of what I do. I guess I paid sweat equity, all right? But I still would say it makes no sense for me to take the Bells of Steel cable stack, which I already own, get rid of it, so I can get the Eon Fit Omni because you think that it's not going to tip over. But what you're saying is that it won't tip over if the arms are put in a certain configuration. And I'm saying if you set it up so that your cable stack won't tip over, you can put it in any configuration. So it doesn't matter. And I think that Matthew's product, again, I've seen it in person, but only once, but it looked to me like a more solid product. And I'm not saying that just because he's here, because again, I argue with a dude on a video that Matthew really didn't have anything to do with about your attachment, about this kind of this basic idea. And I understand it's kind of like, it feels like we're trying to end to the point. It's almost like where it was like Titan versus Rogue or wherever, where you kind of like what you like. So what I say isn't going to convince you. But at the same by the same token, you can't convince me that if I already have a bells and steel cable stack, whether it's a stack or plate loaded, that I should get rid of it because the Eon Fit Omni is better. Because to me, it's not better by any metric. Okay.
I mean,
And
they're
so he
just
says, I'm
different.
not
They're
comparing
just
plate
different
loaded to weight
pieces.
stack. I'm carrying arms to extra attachments that don't move up and down the frame. So I saved that for last because of what he said about the arms not moving up and down on the frame. So can you go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, so the arms up and down the frame, the issue there is just like they're just not long enough. Like for mine, I can extend them or make them custom to basically like 72 inches wide. And then for the Omni ones, like they're all going to be like a certain length, whereas like all my stuff is like basically made custom, and we can whatever you want, I can make it for you. But if you start making those arms longer and longer, if they're on that front post, having to move them up and down to make them strong enough to be able to hold the weight people are going to be using, you're going to be using lots and lots of heavy steel, and like you're not going to have. It's not going to be fun to move that thing up and down the post. And then my personal thing, I like being able to use that front post as like a bracing point. And then if those arms are there, they're going to be in the way. But that's more of a personal preference versus anything other than that. That my biggest concern with them is just they're too short, and that because they have to use that thinner gauge steel to make it where it's light enough to move up and down. That would be my concern of them breaking. And I have had people reach out to me, then they've showed me where the pop pin thing like that have broken.
Okay. So so he says, I'm not talking about the setup or poor instructions. To me, that's part of it too, because um that to me goes towards what happens if it breaks. So if somebody manages to break your fly arms, they reach out to you, Matthew. What do you do?
Send them a brand new one, or if they want a
Okay.
refund.
So Eon Fit Omni was on Amazon when we did the deal with them, right? And I think they're back on Amazon now, and I think they've actually upgraded the Eon Fit Omni. So understand that my perspective is based off of the version that was available at the time that I made the original video a few months ago, right? Um, so they may have upgraded it already. So just take that with a grain of salt. But for me, the setup, the instructions, and all that is part of customer support. If I can't trust you to give me a video showing me how to correctly put this thing together, then and then you vanish from Amazon, I'm like, well, what happens if I have a warranty issue? How am I going to trust you to, stand behind your product? That's why I included that information. Actually, I included it in just about everything. If you guys watch my videos, I include stuff about, hey, how hard was this to put together? How customer friendly was it? Because I look at like, hey, you say it's a 2-year warranty or a 5-year warranty. Can I trust you to honor it? You know what I mean? That's a big deal for me. All right. And then he says, B says, okay, from Matt's explanation, I understand those 2 points about the width and potential breakage. And he said, all right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I appreciate you. And I understand, man, like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm a competitive dude and I can be aggressive, but I'm trying on purpose not to be aggressive because I don't want you to feel like I don't respect your viewpoint and I don't appreciate you sharing your concerns or whatever because like you don't, especially if this is your first time on the show, you don't even know me. You know what I mean? Like I could just be heck, Matt could be paying me out of his millions and millions. I could be
Teacher
riding a
challenge.
limousine everywhere because of Matthew helping me out, right? So I understand that, and I think, thank you, baby. I also think that it's important when somebody is a content creator that you challenge them with hard questions because we're telling you how to spend your hard-earned money, but you could buy whatever you want. It's not going to affect me, ultimately. So I don't mind being challenged by that, and I do appreciate the feedback.
I mean, for some people too, like the with that Eon Fit Omni, like because I have people that they've messaged me where it's been horror stories, and the other people that they've loved it. It just depends on like what is your use case for it. If you're just wanting to do lots of like fly work, and that's what the arms are for, and you're okay with the limitations of them not being long enough, that piece can work fine for you. It's just whenever you start to load it up, and I think I don't really follow what they're doing or the new piece, but I think at one point they said it was like a 500-pound capacity. But I was like, from that original one that I was seeing, and people like they put are close to that 500-pound capacity through one of those arms.
It'll bind the
Again, it's
cable up.
not.
If you put the cable to step before you ever even get to that point, it'll start binding. Because remember what I was saying about if you load it unevenly, it
Mm-hmm.
starts to bind. It's not gonna the what you call it. I can't believe I'm forgetting the word. The thing that goes up and down won't move
Trolley.
smoothly. The trolley, jeez, the trolley won't move up and down smoothly if you load it unless you load it because it's plate loaded. Unless you load it exactly even, every single time. And so that was just a limitation for me. But to be fair, that's a limitation on a lot of cable, on a lot of plate loaded pieces, which is why I wanted the selectorized stack when we got the cable stack. Keith Honeycutt, what's up? Coming straight out of the no wine cellar. All right. By the way, Keith, did I see you in like a an orange powerlifting singlet? I'm gonna go while Matthew is answering this question. I'm gonna head on over to your Instagram because I'm pretty sure I saw Keith dressed in all orange, and it's worth seeing. All
The,
right.
the key, the 3x3 version, basically all of those things would be scalable. And then a lot of the leg holders, like right now for leg holders, it's me and then I think it's Car Metal. Like we make leg holders, and they're kind of very different. One is his is much shorter than mine, and mine's longer. So mine is going to be like kind of in line with my lat attachment. I believe my lat attachment, from what I've seen from the 3x3 cable stack, should be like line up with the new one, where you can just like unbolt it from the old one. It would just go right onto the new one. The whole should all line up.
All right, so, yeah, because I remember when it came out, I was like, I told, like, you messaged me like, hey, are you planning on keeping this? I was like, heck yeah. I said, except if they bring out the 3x3, then I'll probably upgrade to
Mhm.
that, just so that everything I have, because everything else, all my attachments are 3x3. I'm like, this has
Yeah.
some uniformity. And you were like, yeah, it's gonna be scalable, so there'll be no big deal.
Yeah,
Um,
leg hold is the only one where it's like you got that C channel where like there's no unbending it and rebending it back to 3x3.
uh, and because I don't make things up, all right, y'all know I'm a man of my word. So right here, you can only see this here and on Instagram. Bam! Look at this dude. Look at this hero. All right, even the belt's orange. All right, that's a man. Look who looks like he's about to solve the world's problems, dressed just like that. My man. All right. So yeah. Okay. So B Dog says, yeah. I also understand you might have an older model too. I get that. Thanks. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I think it's important to I come just like every other content creator or every other person. I come to any situation with my set of biases based upon my previous experiences, right? So if I'm telling you, hey, I don't like this or I like this, it's based upon the things that I've been able to do with that particular thing. And so if they got a newer version I haven't tried yet, I can't comment on it. Similar to what I said about the Fringe Sport Midas trap bar or whatever. I can't tell you because I don't know. I'm not gonna read specs to you because I don't see the value in that. Joey said the original orange glaze. Wow. um, yeah. So you have to admit if you're not super strong and need cheaper versatility, someone sees that Omni piece that looks very unique and very alluring. Yeah, sure. I mean, you're not and I'm Matthew. I'm sorry that we kind of like going off on a tangent about this,
No
but
worries.
I think it's important too because I wanted you to be able to talk about how your product was out first. Because even somebody said, "Hey, this." When I did the review, they said it's derivative of Matthew's work, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not denying that it is. I'm just telling you that this is what I've used." Well, then I saw your stuff at Home Gym Con. I said, "Oh, this is a superior product," and I think I even said it in the video. I said, "Oh, okay, I see this now." Yeah, like I'm I try to be as neutral as possible in terms of like the value of this thing or that thing. I'm not like one of those guys that immediately gets mad because somebody copies something that's my friends in the home gym Discord. I try to be honest and
I
just
mean,
say,
even
hey,
my
this is
stuff where it's like,
I like it or I don't like it because of whatever. What's that?
yeah, even my stuff with my fly arms, like I'm not like I wanted to have a free motion machine.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted. I'm like, I can't afford a free motion machine,
there you
so
go.
I'll try to make a free motion machine.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like every like anyway. So but yeah, I do it. I see the reason why people would like it. I'm just saying that this is something to consider. And I also say if you already have the single stack, then this is how you can kind of like modify it by using this other thing as opposed to, oh, well, I need to go get this also. So to put it in perspective, let's say you got the single stack and you decide you want to be able to do like cable crossover movements, right? Instead of having the single stack and a functional trainer, you could just get your attachment. So now think about it. That's how I think about it. Like, oh, comparing the price of this to having the single stack, whether it's plate loaded or not, and a functional trainer, I'm actually saving money and I'm still getting a quality piece of gear. Um, hey, the truth is revealed, man. Say you go to the grocery. Said Matt goes to the grocery store in a private jet. I mean, Money Matthew. That's what they call him
I
on the
wish.
streets. That teacher's salary is just that's what he buys shoes with. The teacher's salary. That's it. The rest of the
And
mansion,
I've
he
been
pays for that out of his other
yeah, I've
income
been teaching
sources.
10 years now, and then I think a new teacher makes like $3,000 less than me.
Oh wow, wow.
Welcome to
I
Florida.
mean, like just the trips to get his hair styled. He doesn't get his hair cut. He gets his hair styled. All right, when he goes there, just that. And let's go back to your website because I want to talk about some of the other stuff that you had on sale. That's in your catalog. We've been talking about the fly arm attachment quite enough. If anybody doesn't know what that looks like, just go to porterphys.com. I've got the link in the description. But I want to talk about the lat pull down attachment and the lat pull down with the leg holder bundle. So let me hit this here. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. All right. So what I want to talk about is let's say someone already has these products. What are some things? You have the single tower, dual tower with pull up bar, right? So those are options. What are some things that, as far as feedback that you're getting from people, tweaks that you may be making to designs or anything else like that with some of these products that were already on the website? Because, like you said, you're constantly tinkering with stuff, trying to improve it. So, what have been some things that you've come, like, say, hey, you know what? I made version one. This is might be version three, but I'm sure you've already got like in your head, hey, you know what? I could do this with it. You know what I mean? So as much as you can reveal, let's talk about that. And just
Yeah,
tell me
so
if you
right
even need to
now
switch
it's
screens or whatever.
well they actually just I just had some upgrades with it. So the leg holder now has HDPE plastic that lines the front of the leg holder. There's actually no pictures
You
of
said the
that in
leg
there. Just
holder. Okay.
yeah,
Hold on.
it's not
Oh, this
on
one right.
yeah. So on the scroll down, you can see that one. So like that one's just bare steel all the way across, or
Okay.
not bare, but powder coated steel. And now
Right.
there's going to be a HDPE pad that will
So
basically
like right here.
between no on the like in between the C channel and the cable tower itself, so you won't mark.
Oh, I got you. I got you. So like right here in the. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and that's
Sweet.
standard with every single one now. I'm actually working with Executive Fit on getting those.
Okay.
Um, so
So
that's
that's
every single
actually
one will have
attached to
that,
the thing.
and then this is just
So
using
that
the
setup
steel
right
row
there is a
pad.
seal row pad.
Yep.
It looks like. So that's a seal row pad. That's the single stack tower, and then there's a leg holder on there.
Yeah, and then it's using the Kaizen multi-link to link everything together.
Nice, nice. Okay, shout out to Kyle. All right, and then at the top, because I was at first I was like, let me do that. So I was like, well, why do you even have the lat attachment if you can already do pull downs? Then it occurred to me because I was talking to Jonathan, no fate, and he was talking about how he's doing try to do lat pull downs with it, and he's tall, so he had to sit on the floor. I assume Jake would probably, Jaworski would probably have the same issue as well. So if you're like I'm not tall, right? So so I'm able to I could just sit down and if I don't do lat pull downs, but if I did, I could just sit down and do that, right? And my wife was able to do it just fine without this. So this one makes it possible for taller people. This lat pull down attachment makes it
Yep. It
possible
also
for
goes
taller people to
over,
do it.
so you can get a vertical travel versus being more of a high row going
Okay.
towards the tower.
Okay.
Um, because that was something that I was noticing. Like I'm not very tall, but I have extremely long arms. So when
Okay.
I was doing all this, so like I'm having issues with getting a full range of motion, and I was getting frustrated. And I wanted a lat pull down. Was that I
Yeah.
couldn't afford to buy one, so basically threw something together. And then the cool thing about the cable tower, as far as height adjustments, you can actually like
Okay.
move the track of the single column, so you can actually lower or raise the bar. So you can get your height dialed in, so you don't have to use a leader chain.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah, man. So I just like the way that it's like it's constantly evolving to be a more and more user friendly piece. Um, what I want to, and then also let's talk about. I guess I could have just pulled up the leg holder attachment by itself. This belt squat handle is that it's every time I look on here, it's sold out. For the sake of people who are interested in that, what's the status of that? Is that going to be coming back, or is that something that's gone,
So
indefinitely?
those are all make to order. And I'm just
Okay,
on vacation right now, so I don't want to like get myself behind on taking on new orders. I'll
gotcha.
be adding those back up on the website again next week.
Okay, nice, nice. All right, is there anything else? We already talked about your Eclipse handle, the Eclipse grips that people can pre-order now, and they'll if they want to get on that first 100 unit order to get them by January. Um, but is there anything else on your site before I get off of here that you want to talk about? In fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll show the fly arms in case people are
Yeah,
curious
so the
about that.
Flyarm's actually going to have some improvements as well. They're
Oh yeah,
just not.
okay,
I haven't gone. So there, do you see where the pivot bolt is? Just next to the hitch pin.
yeah,
So there's basically going to be a point where like there'll be a pulley there, and then you'll be able to do high and low flies because it will pivot to
okay,
that point, and then it will go out to the arm. And then I'm going to
okay,
be
okay.
upgrading those brackets to thicker steel as well, just so we
All
can
right, is
I
that
can actually
this
get
is
those
like a
arms even
2020? Oh
longer.
well, obviously it's 2025 because we're about fresh out of 2024. Would it be early 2025? Would it be available by Home Gym Con?
Oh yeah,
What are you
that
looking
this
at
will
there?
probably be available in January, and then I'm also going to sell those brackets as an upgrade kit for anyone that had previous fly arms. So everyone that has the original ones, they can upgrade them to the new ones that are coming.
Sweet. All right, man. Dude, that's a lot of upgrades and stuff, and hmm, that's a lot of upgrades that you got coming. There's plenty for people to be excited about, especially both from the standpoint of somebody who wants to upgrade the home gym, and then also for somebody who's like, you just like seeing small business grow, because I mean, like, I was teasing you earlier, but I mean, you're a teacher, so just about every teacher has something that they do to supplement their income, right?
Have to.
And it's like, and also at some point, so like my mom taught for several years. Well, now she's not teaching anymore, so it's like, okay, but I mean, she's still, it's not like she just wants to sit in the room and do nothing, you know what I mean? So it's like you're gonna have something that you can carry with you after your teaching career is over. Even if you decide, hey, look, I've had enough, I'm gonna move on and do whatever, it could potentially be a thing that ends
Mhm.
up being your main source of income. um, you could always teach like on a part-time basis or whatever if you wanted to. So I just like seeing it grow, seeing like where it goes, and it's definitely adding value to the home gym community. So I'm a big fan of I'm laughing at the comments about Keith's singlet. I apologize. My bad, Keith. I got him started on you. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Unleash the hounds. But yeah, man. As far as your products, man, I really am a big fan of it, and I'm actually glad to kind of going back to the point about me being cool when people make comments. It had I not gotten the comment, you probably wouldn't have seen my response, which would have led to not led to me talking to you at Home Gym Con, which wouldn't have led to this conversation here and all the other conversations we've had since then. So I think
Mhm.
that we need to be able to be open to people challenging us, and but then hey, just understand if you challenge me and I answer you, don't don't let your feelings be hurt. If depending on how you come at me, is how I'm gonna respond. Um, let's see. I'm not even gonna bring up any of the. I'm gonna skip right past all the comments for Keith's saying I'm just gonna skip past all that. Uh, uh, oh, okay. So Joey said the fly arms work on the bells and still lat pull down as well with some additional pulleys. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe. I sent Joey a couple of them. This is a long time ago, but he was able to modify his belt to steel cable or lap attachment, or sorry, lap pull
Lat pull
down, so
down.
he could actually make it where it would do flies as well.
Nice.
Yeah, and if anyone has like any like
Yeah. How can
particular
people get in
request or
touch with
anything
you?
of
Do you
that,
prefer to DM you? You want them to email you? How do you want them to reach out to you if they have
if
like a
it's like a
specific
custom
thing?
thing, like Instagram's probably the easiest way. That's
Okay.
Porter_Physed. And then
Okay.
that's I can kind of get back to people like if I'm gonna be able to do that or not. Like sometimes I get really busy, and I'm not able to do the custom work. But like if I have like a lull where I'm not like swamped with orders, then I can try to like put something together or make something custom for somebody.
So basically, don't send it like the same. Don't expect to get it done the same week report cards are due, or whatever. All
Yeah,
right,
I
so
mean,
there
yeah,
you go. So you guys can hit him up. There it is. I just put it in the chat, and I already have it in the video description, for anybody who's watching on replay, so you guys can shoot him a DM. But again, this is a one person shop. Yeah, you have the partnership with FNF, so don't expect like he's got like all his worker bees, the Keebler elves or whatever. They're all gonna stop what they're doing to work on your order. So expect a little bit of lead time, but you're gonna get quality craftsmanship. So look at it like that. I got some of the stuff that I want, that I'm getting from you that I can't wait to get. We're not gonna talk about because and so hi, but yeah, man. Let's see here.
I'll say also on my Instagram too. Like if people are on there, like I try to highlight not only my own stuff, but some like if somebody else makes something cool.
Yeah.
I just posted on a couple days ago, just a kind of like a Frankenstein lever arm that I ended up making with the Vendetta adapters, Rory's handles, and like giant lifting handles for like the back of the truck, the arms. Like if I'm gonna make something cool like that, just I'll throw it out there. Or if it's just like a cool product. I'm currently working on a post for Exponent Edge for their Flex Wedge because it actually helped me
Oh,
with my
sweet.
rehab
Okay.
for my ankle.
Yeah.
Because like I
That's a
barely could,
solid piece of gear. I love
yeah, I
that.
barely could even walk, and it was able to get me back to up and moving around pretty quick.
Yeah, I absolutely. I use it all of the time. I try to do videos using it, but like the stuff I do with it is boring. Like that's part of the challenge. It's like this is important, necessary, but it's boring. So it's not necessarily going to be like the YouTube short or the full length video that's going to like people are gonna be like, oh wow, I need to watch that
Mhm.
again and again. Like he's doing calf raises. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
I like it a lot using it for with my TNT handle with the French Sport Mammoth Bell Squat, just as like
Yeah.
elevated way to do the heels. Like feels great.
Oh yeah, I do like cyclist squats, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Okay, and I do agree with this. Carp is Keith is the man. The number one, yes, he does have iconic gyms. Got some vintage weights, and the orange ties it together. Pretty iconic. I love one thing I like about Keith is like how he gathers people together on Fridays to lift with him. So I think that's cool. And
So, yeah, it's awesome.
I'm a fan of Keith. All right, that's Joey said apparently he needs to make a detailed post on that build. So yeah, man, you need to get that done. You need to do it.
Joey, do you still have that, or did you get rid of it with the? I think he upgraded to the um, Rogue Functional Integrated Trainer.
Yeah, I saw he's got the rogue thing now. So okay, yeah. Uh, well, Carlos, I appreciate you watching my calf raise videos, man. You and my mom, thanks, man. Yeah, Joey, I don't know if you saw the question, Joey. If you're still here, do you still have that stuff even after you got the Rogue FMF? I mean, FM 6 training, your new Rogue piece.
I wasn't even gonna try to get the name for that one.
I tried. I did the best I could. He says I still have it, but I plan to sell it off. Okay. Well, you better do the video before you sell it. No pressure. All right, cool. Well, all right, man. So it's 10 till the hour. Before I let you get out of here, is there anything else you want to plug? Anything else we need to be keeping an eye out for? There was something I thought that we were talking about.
Oh, I got some secret. But you've
offline.
seen a couple things that I've shown you that I can't share on the internet just yet. Working on some patents. I'm actually getting some stuff finalized today.
Yeah,
With
that's what it was. Like you're working with more companies. That's what it is. So
yeah,
without reveal, I mean, you don't have to reveal all the names of them. So like FMF is a newer collaboration, or at least
yeah.
new to me.
I
All
mean,
right, you
Bells of
already have the Bells
Steel,
of
like quite a
Steel.
few things.
Are you still
Fringe
doing stuff for
Sport.
Titan or anything like
No,
that?
no, no, nothing with Titan.
Nothing with Titan. All right. So and then who else?
Fringe.
Fringe. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, man. I really like that too because um I like that your stuff. Sometimes you see stuff come out and it competes with something that's on the market, and I like stuff that comes out that enhances stuff on the market, and then the company acknowledges, oh, this makes our product better, and then they're like, yeah, let's collab with it. So it's like we all benefit from that. So that's what the thing I wanted to say, make sure that we said before we got out of here.
Yep.
Uh oh. So yeah, yes, you do hear Christmas music playing, but yeah, we're not discussing that line of. We're not talking about that at all right now. All right, because we're gonna talk about something else because there's nothing to see here. Hush, nothing. Nothing. You go on about what you were doing. All right, all right, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody for coming and checking this out too. Matthew is available at Porter_phys ed. You guys make sure that you're checking out. Let me go ahead and throw this banner up here one more time. Make sure you guys are checking out PorterPhysEd.com. Do you have a YouTube channel that you post stuff on?
Yeah, there is. I mean, it's more just like installation videos, and I need to do better on it. It's just Porter Phys Ed is the
All right, so Porter Phys Ed. I'll throw that in the description as well.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there's not much on there. I'm 2025.
There's
The
not
goal is
much on there
60.
yet. Y'all
Yeah,
go subscribe, and then he'll start posting videos on there.
I
All
got to
right,
do
man.
better on that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming by, and I'll hit you up. What about that other stuff too?
All right,
All
sounds
right,
good.
all right, man. Later on,
All
man.
right, talk to you later.
All right, man.
See you.
Later. All right, that was our guy Matthew from PorterPhysEd.com. He's a good dude, and hey, Keith says, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Likewise, man. A couple things before I let you guys go. So we were talking about the massage gun thing. That massage gun video is actually premiering after this one. So when this video is over, it's gonna automatically redirect you to the massage gun video. Okay. And the massage gun video, so it'll be coming up next. And actually, let me see if I can adjust the timing of it because we're gonna be done a little bit sooner than I thought. I tried to leave a buffer just in case I ended up going long because sometimes we get off on these tangents, which is fine by me. That's why you're here. Um, so I'm gonna see if I can adjust when this will come out, so that way you guys aren't waiting a long time. But it's a premiere video. So yeah, let's go. So let's go here. All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So as soon as this stream is over, you're going to get the massage gun video, my comparison review, where basically I compare 5 different massage guns. One of which is the Bob and Brad C2 Pro. So Kurt already did a review of it, so you guys should already be familiar kind of what it does and the features. But what I did is I compared it to some of the budget options that are out there, because sometimes people are like, well, why do I need to spend all that money on a massage? Why did I spend a lot of money on a massage gun when I could just grab this one from Target or whatever, right? And I can tell you, I've had multiple relatives who have upgraded to Bob and Brad products over their old cheapo massage guns, and they all see a difference. One of my aunts is a nurse, and so she comes home. She always needs to have she always tries to use the massage gun, and she's like a big fan of the Bob and Brad massage guns now. So you guys will check out that. We'll see that video in about the next 5 minutes, and then also, I don't know. This is kind of an experiment. So Tuesday, I'm going to release the video that is essentially my unboxing. It ended up being like 45 minutes, which is why I was like, I'm not releasing this. Anybody gonna watch this? But I said, what? People may be interested in my raw reactions, because I'm not gonna edit that stuff. The only thing is that when we shoot videos, we have multicam, and so we have a switcher, Blackmagic switcher, so you'll see the camera angle changing, but I'm not editing out my reactions or anything like that. So it's like a 45-minute video just showing me opening these massage guns up and just seeing like what I think about it, like first, whatever. The reason why I'm going to release it is because if you guys start watching it and you end up liking it, then that means that I'm going to consider doing unboxings live, right? So like do a live video of me unboxing something. So I get it. I have no idea. Like I've never seen the product. Maybe I've seen like a picture of it, but I've never actually opened the box up. And so we'll get to see the product live, and you guys can ask me questions live in a moment. Like, hey, you is unboxing it. Hey, will it do this? How you turn it on? Do you have to charge it? Whatever the product is. But before I do that, a live stream is a little bit more involved. So before I go to start setting up live unboxing videos, I want to see if you guys even like the way I do unboxings, if that makes sense. So that's gonna be coming out on Tuesday morning. So you guys check that out. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, all the links for all of the sales are in the video description that we talked about. If you guys have any sales you know about that I didn't mention. Oh, one more. Roarman Strength is having a sale. Yes. So Rory Ellis messaged me. They've got glad I thought about it. Eric, Emily responded. So I appreciate you helping set that up. Roarman Strength. All right. So Rory Ellis or Roarman Strength, you can get 15. Actually, I'll just share my screen one more time so you guys can just see it for yourselves. 15% off all his merch. From now until Christmas Eve, use code MERCH15 to save 15% on all Roarman Strength merchandise. So you guys want to make sure you take advantage of that. He's got some really good stuff, the Megalith handles and all that kind of stuff. All right. So once again, appreciate you hanging out with me on Black Friday. Hope you guys are able to buy cool stuff today. Hope I was entertaining and informative, and I appreciate each and every one of you, because we would not have a channel without you guys. Everybody, if you're traveling back home, travel safely, and we will talk to you guys next week. We've got Dennis Solis is coming back. He's going to talk about all the stuff he's doing with Cali Muscle and RitFit. We're trying to get USPC lifter Jetta Lewis. He's actually trained by Clint Darden. He's got a 1769 total. He's trained by Clint Darden, which is cool because Clint Darden lives on the island of Cyprus. Jeter lives in like Tennessee. So I want to talk about that. Plus, Jeter also tore his pec. I was live streaming and I watched him tear his pec. So I'm interested to hear about what he's going to do to rehab to get back on the platform. So that's going to be really, really interesting to watch. That's next week. You guys make sure you're following Garage and Life on Threads, and I'll keep you updated about everybody who's on the show. But until then, see you guys next time. Peace out. Peace out.